Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bot TI. Actually, hold on here. This will make it. Welcome to Bot TI. A new experience from Beyond the Summit, of course, a new product, which maybe some of you have already seen little exhibitions about, but this is exciting. I don't even know where to begin with this. So for those of you who don't know what the hell this is all about, this is the real TI of this month. And we are going to be battling it out. All of the heroes of Dota, 115 of them, if I have that number correct now, 115 heroes. How do we find out which hero is ultimately the best? Well, simple. We have easy bots control them, 5-on-5 matchup, and with various sets of levels and skills to find out ultimately which is the best. And to help break down these matchups and guide us all along the way, I have a wonderful assortment of analysts here. We have none other than Aosin himself, Steven.
Thank you for having me.
Parker, a.k.a. Gods, and then, of course, none other than the illustrious Capitalist. All bot professionals. Steven, remind me, what are your bot analysis credentials again?
I play with one of the best bots in the game.
And that was?
His name's Lumi.
Nice. Parker, your bot experience, of course.
I play any pubs.
Any pubs?
Yeah.
All right. Cap, you had experience of watching some of the first bot TI matches, so you kind of have an idea of what
I
the
also
hell's
have
in
some
store
bot
for us.
experience.
Okay.
I played against the OpenAI bot a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Got my ass handed to me every single time. So it was a rough experience. I'm a really bad mid player.
If this was a setup where we had the technology of OpenAI controlling these heroes and going ahead, we'd probably see some crazy epicness happening. But to kind of keep things fair, we gave them the lowest of the low. Like AI that can somehow walk and can somehow maybe cast all their spells.
Maybe.
Hopefully we'll serve justice to some of your favorite heroes out there. So.
It's like you know when you're like 6 years old and you have like your various toys and you just like smash them together. That's pretty much what we're doing here. Is we're just taking heroes, just banging them against each other,
like,
and see which one's better.
Professor Xavier, and they're like, he has mental powers, not in my game.
In my game, he has a wheelchair that he beats your ass with. You know.
Yeah, we'll be seeing some of that. So this is actually a pretty awesome setup. For 115 heroes, there is now a round of 128 bracket. Of course, to make the round of 128 work, some heroes have an automatic buy into the round of 64. How they ended up doing the seeding was based on Dota buff?
Win rates?
Yeah, Dota buff win rates for pubs. So like Pudge is like I think first seed or something like that. Omni Knight's probably up there as well, and then. I don't know, maybe Chen, I guess.
Spectre is very high up there as well.
Spectre's high up
At the
as
bottom,
you
I
can
think it's
imagine.
Tiny. I think Tiny is the worst win rate.
Tiny
right now.
has the worst. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's win rate. So Tiny is at the bottom of the seed.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So it's just because they got seeded in, like normally in most tournaments, it's like, oh, if you get seeded in, you must be pretty good. But here it's actually, well, you're good in pubs, but are you good as 5 of your hero against 5 of another hero? Well, we'll see.
Likely
like
that's
Spectre
the
could
case.
just be a flop. Like she's
There's
like really
no
highly
way.
seeded, right? She's like in top 64 or something, but she might just lose out in the first 2 rounds. We'll see.
Yeah, I think in theory you'd think someone like Spectre would be great just because they all spam Haunt, and especially at level 25 or 15 where they have a decked out set of items, they should be able to do work. But from what we saw in already the early first few matches, like nothing is sacred. Nothing is predictable, and really anything can happen. But that just makes it all the more entertaining. So we've already worked our way through like quadrant A of the 128 bracket. If you guys want to follow along with the bracket and all that information, be sure you go check out and hit up fantasy.bts.gg. You can actually also predict all the matches, earn some fantasy points there, and then kind of keep track with the bracket and everything that's coming. We're going to be trying to go from top to the bottom through these brackets, through these quadrants. I think today we have like 17 matches to check out. After this weekend's over, we'll conclude all of the round of 128, and then we move into the round 64. Round 64 will happen for a couple of days, and then we go to the big time, boys, the top 16. And we're going all out. That's like full TI mode. I don't want to give too much information on what's going to be happening, but we're going to suit up. Like we're getting serious for that. The top 16 is really what's going to be going down. So this is kind of like the group stage, if you will. So
You know, it's always good, like at any tournament, when the production goes out of its way to tell you as talent, like, dude, this is gonna look really sick, and like that's exactly what BTS has done. So they're definitely hyping up this this playoffs that's gonna be happening.
Better be good now. That's all I can say.
Like I said, it's Bot TI. What are people really expecting out of this?
It's going to be an absolute trip here. So our opening matchup, we're not going to dive into right away, but just to get people a bit salivating on what we're going to be tickling into right away is Medusa versus Legion Commanders. So you guys can already begin to theory craft a bit about that. But to kind of get people more of an idea of what to expect and really the feeling of Bot TI, we have the trailer here that we can roll for you. So let's go ahead and get hyped up and ready for some Bot TI.
It is part of an ancient tradition, old as robotics itself. The clash of the code. The roar of the nothing. From zero distance, they have been summoned. The easiest Dota bots the game has ever known. Destined to battle at the Bot International, 16 bots will wage simulations for their piece of the smallest prize pool of non-human gaming. The eyes of the world turn to Bot TI's custom arena. Those about to clash don't even know they are fighting. Which entity will emerge victorious? The bot battle begins.
Fantasy.bts.gg again to follow all the information and what we're going to be seeing and how you can predict the matches to come. Breaking down how this actually works again is it's hero against hero, 3 rounds. So first round is level 5, just before you get to that ultimate. And when you just got maybe one of each skill working for you, and I can't remember the amount of money. Oh no, they don't have any items.
Sometimes there's a branch or two
Sometimes
in there,
there's
you know?
a branch.
It's like, hey, you get a branch.
Yeah,
like, why not?
There's there's a lot more meaning behind the branches, I'll say. Apparently, bots. Sometimes they'll fight when they have a branch. Sometimes they fight when they don't have a branch. So, you had to kind of get them to do stuff. Maybe you give them a branch here and there. Essentially, round 1.
That's like the insider tip. So when you're watching and you're like, man, why are these bots like just full of branches? That means Lumi in the back has gone through a ton of different types, and he's actually filled up the whole entire inventory with branches just to get them to do things.
Yeah, the artificial intelligence is definitely a trip in itself from what I've heard. I've made sure to be extremely distant from that whole process. It's really tight-knit between pretty much just Lumi and Ken. I don't know what's happening really. I don't know who's going to make it through the end or anything like that, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Have you guys been doing predictions?
We're going to be doing predictions.
We're doing predictions, okay.
We're definitely doing predictions moving forward for just our couch.
Okay.
I know I've done predictions on the website.
On the website, yeah.
I'm like 6 or 8 points or something like that, so pretty middle of the road. There's maybe like 1 or 2 or 3 people who have everything right so far.
I think the
What?
top
How is
scoring
that
person
possible?
even had 2 wrong. Now, I
Oh,
was looking at the
really?
leaderboard, and because you can go in their profile, see what they got right and wrong. So no one's
okay.
perfect
Oh,
anymore.
no one's perfect. Okay.
I think
That's
they had
still
maybe
very
13
impressive.
or 14 points. I think I'm the same as you. I had like 6 or 8. It was not too good, but
So I didn't quite finish there. So 3 rounds. First round's level 5, no items. Second round is level 15, and they have, what is it?
10K.
10K. 10K of gold that they will be spending on items. Those items usually pertain also to like most picked in their pub games, unless
few
it doesn't
rules.
make sense.
Yeah, with a few rules.
With a few rules. Like, for example, Treant Protector, maybe in high-tier, pub play or whatever, we'll get an Agnum Scepter. In this case, they probably didn't give him the Agnum Scepter, and they gave him something else to work with. No reason to have that extra skill in a Bot TI throwdown. So some adjustments in that department, but for the most part, a lot of the items follow the guidelines of their, most pubs played or whatever it is. Then the final round, if they make it to it. Now, again, this is a best of 3. If the first 2 games are a 2-0, there is no game 3. And you better just hope that maybe next year they'll make it to level 25. But if they do make it to that 3rd round, level 25, they get 20K of gold to spend. Probably the most high-tier items you could ask for. All skills fully decked out and just a ridiculous throwdown. So one meta we were talking about a bit here is there is a decent amount of heroes in the pool who are going to be super strong at level 5 and then maybe could just somehow creep in a crazy win at level 15 just due to maybe some weird AI tactics and steal that win away from their opponent, whereas there's plenty of other heroes who are really great in the late game at level 25, and they might just lose out in that level 15, and we'll never get to see them really shine. So who do you think kind of fills in that level 5? That is like
so most of
decrepit?
the spellcasters, right? Most of the intelligence heroes, I think, are going to have at least a bit of an advantage, just because of the fact that they should win their level 5 and they should be able to win, at least I think in a way, their level 15, because spellcasters are still strong at that point. Especially if you give a hero, say like a Crystal Maiden or a Lich, you give them 10k net worth at level 15. Let's be real.
That never happens.
If you're a Lich or a Crystal Maiden, you don't have 10k net worth at level 15. You actually have more like 4k net worth, with probably about 4k going to wards and stuff.
Yeah.
But here, you get to keep all the gold. You have 10k net worth to throw down. Maybe you have an Aghanim Scepter, and that can be a game changer for a lot of these heroes. So I think some of the spellcasters do have a bit of an advantage when it comes to that, just because they can get those clean 2-0s.
I think the other heroes that you see have these big advantages are the big ulti ones. They don't shine at the level 5, but like your Tides, your Kunkkas, put them in that level 15, throw an ulti on them. How do you beat them? Like, I don't think those kind of heroes actually lose at level 15. Level 25, when the items come in, that can kind of change it, though.
Yeah, items are actually a big thing. And one thing I didn't say yet, and some people may already know this, but BKB is banned, guys. No BKB going to be found anywhere on any hero throughout this whole tournament. So those spells do get unleashed in full force. The problem that some of these spellcasters may run into, though, is the Blade Mail. Now, Blade Mail has found crazy success in the first couple of like exhibition first-round matches we've seen already. Enough success that they've actually had to do a little bit of a change-up in the rules for it. I think we're going to hear more about it later, but we're not going to be seeing Blade Mail as much. It's not flat-out banned, but they might only be able to use it in one round.
I thought I remember, was Shadowblade still like? Do they have Shadowblade and they just don't cast it, or
They
don't
had
let
it.
them?
They have it, but I'm not sure if
Lena
they
had
cast it.
Shadowblade.
They used it. Actually, that CM Lena exhibition, Lena is the one who did it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
They just invis and hit. That's
Yeah.
all they do with it.
They
I
didn't
mean, that's still
use it. They didn't
damage.
stun out of
Could be
invis. They
Right,
just
right.
literally started right-clicking. So they got some Shadowblade damage, I guess. But
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So what we're going to be doing now to get everyone kind of into the zone here, maybe some people who still haven't seen any Bati at all, we're going to actually show the exhibition matchup here. So here's a taste of what's to come with the rest of Bati. Let's enjoy this exhibition matchup. Oh, okay. So it's
Sorry, our Crystal Maiden versus Lena one.
classic.
the ladies.
This one is great.
This was the best moment of Bot-TI so far.
This is the first
I
round.
don't know. The Phoenix Monkey King one was
That
pretty
was pretty
entertaining.
legit.
I really like Kunkka Tidehunter.
All right, so this is the first round, level 5, just a branch each, and here they go. Oh
So
my
pretty much
God.
it just comes down to, this is the one where
Yeah.
they walk forward, they
Yeah,
don't
they
do
don't
anything.
attack. And that lead in the back's not attacking.
Oh,
that
my
lead in the
God.
back is just like, oh, my friends are dead.
And
What
the
happened?
last clutch Frostbite.
Oh my
The
God.
one Crystal Maiden who
It was-
doesn't get hit by all the AoE wins it 1
Yeah.
versus 3 because the bots just, again, and that is a great example of what we could be seeing here, right? Is sometimes the bots just won't do quite what you expect them to do.
There was no LSA usage either. I feel
Yes.
like that should have been a free win. But
That one in the back was just so traumatized. Like, my team's all gone. Oh, I'm alive. So that was just round 1. Let's go ahead and check out. Are we going to get to see level 15 of that matchup? All right, so that's it, guys. That's all you're getting, a little aperitif, if you will. But now it's time to get into the real meat and potatoes here, gentlemen. We got 17 matches to get through today. Why don't we go ahead and just get ready to get into our first match? Oh, matchups first. Let's look at the, what is it called? All right. So here again is the fantasy.bts.gg. On the right side, you're going to see the order of our matches today. The fight card, if you will.
Medusa LC.
I mean, right out of the gate, pretty hype. There's no
Yeah,
real undercard here.
I mean, it's what you were talking about, right? Like, I think Medusa is one of those heroes that you pretty much expect to win. But Elsie, I think she can actually win at that level 5. Like,
Yep.
Evolve a Nuke, it's over. And then she might be able to sneak a win at 15 if she does the same thing. But
these are two heroes I don't expect to go far. But it's like they're versing each other. I'm like, who's actually better out of Medusa LC? I don't think either of these heroes can beat some of the spellcasters or like the
you
better
don't think that
carries.
Medusa will make it far?
No, I
See,
don't think
okay.
so.
I think she'll make it far.
I actually kind of disagree because I think the other advantage that the other kind of like set of heroes that have an advantage are the carries that can win the first round. So they have some sort of spell that is relatively strong in their first round. They can win that, or maybe the second round because of it. And here you've got both of these have spells that are specifically better when it hits multiple heroes, right?
Right.
True.
So you've got Mystic Snake that is going to be able to give you a lot of mana back for every single one of these deuces if it makes it back in time. And then you've got Overwhelming Odds that does more damage the more heroes you hit, which presumably you're going to be hitting all 5.
Well,
right?
Okay, I mean, the issue...
I just changed my prediction on here. I look at the health here.
Yeah.
Medusa, 560
There's no way
health.
Medusa wins this. There's no way.
Do they even cast Mana Shield to start?
I don't even think they'll cast
Even
Mana
if you
Shield.
have it on, I think 5 overwhelming odds. If that hits multiple Medusas, it's
over.
GG,
It's over.
right?
This is
Okay,
going to
so-
be a...
I actually had Medusa to win this, but I think I have to change. Like, this
Level
is-
3 Overwhelming Odds does 450 damage when it
Okay.
hits 5 people. And
I'm
then
surprised you know that.
you multiply that by 5, you're talking 1,800, 2,250 AoE damage.
She can have Mana
Yeah,
Shield.
there's no-
It
there's no
honestly
way.
doesn't
Even
matter.
when you have
The only
Mana
way
Shield,
is like
this is over.
if
Legion
one
Commander
Medusa
destroys
leads
this.
out the pack, and that poor Medusa eats like all
Yeah.
of them, and
Yeah.
maybe the other 4 manage to creep out as second round.
We've yet
But-
to
but
see
what-
a good like Delta split where they all
yeah,
go off in
they
different
have to
directions.
somehow like split apart and avoid
No,
it. It
that's
just seems
not happening.
crazy. So let's just do our predictions for round
one.
1, level 5. I'm saying Legion Commander.
I'm going to go with LC as well.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
LC.
Across the board, everyone's going LC.
I mean, I know
this
we're supposed
first
to maybe
round.
try to make, but
No.
really, this first round feels like it's got to be LC.
I-
so
Look at that health, 560 health. There's no way you win with that.
Part of it is also that Mystic Snake does do a lot of damage, but it's going to be slower.
It's slower. Yeah.
Like you could possibly see like 2 or 3 Legion commanders end up dead at the end of this first matchup, but the 5 deuces are just already going to be exploded.
yeah.
What
I
if it's
agree.
nighttime and no one casts anything?
Yeah, what if they don't cast
They
overwhelming
just don't cast anything.
Bring
Cast
on
overwhelming
our
odds.
first bot TI match of the day. Let's go, baby.
Oh, they start with it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, at least we don't have to worry about
Mana
that.
Shield's on. They're not going to be paper. They might just be cardboard. Here.
It's still
it's got-
2,000 AoE damage.
He's
like,
got the
surely-
armadillo. This guy plays Legion Commander, you know. He's got the cosmetics.
Certainly LC won't
Oh, but
mess
it's only
this
the
up.
it's only the level 1 armadillo, right?
Ooh.
It's not
Yeah,
the
yeah.
red one that's
All
level
right,
2.
they're
Here they
walking
go.
together.
Oh, they're together.
Oh god,
The
okay, the snake's almost up.
All right, but now it's,
The one that wasn't even trying.
I'm gonna watch.
It's over.
You boys got this.
all right. That went pretty as expected, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if items changed it though. Like Medusa needs like what do you get as items to stop that from
Well,
happening?
she has Stone Gaze now. Does that make any role? Like, I know they're going to cast it the
Sure.
second they see the LC. All of them are going to cast it.
No, I think
Most
it
of them are
matters.
going to get petrified.
Yeah, no, I
I mean, do you think the bots are smart enough to turn away?
No.
Is that
Okay,
even an
all right,
easy
all right.
mode program?
LC has blade mail. There's no way LC loses this.
Okay.
Oh, the
So
blade mail.
it is now it's 120, now it's 170 damage per hero.
This doesn't look like the LC looks like he has 10k in golden items. Medusa, I'm just like, is that 10k? A
So-
hurricane pike and a drums? What's happening here?
It's what? Can someone check my like 850 damage?
Oh,
when
with
it
the
hits
Oh,
max
it's
people?
instant death again. Yeah,
Right? And
Oh,
then
with the talent,
850
too.
times 5?
and you have blade mail.
It's somewhere around like 4,000
Maybe if
damage,
Medusa had
I
a
think.
blade mail too, then I would, say it's a bit more unpredictable.
Yeah, I'd say Medusa's banking on, again, an AI mistake here from LC.
Yeah, I
Early
think so,
fire,
too.
not firing the blade mail at all, or firing it off too early, or missing her nukes.
I mean, if they get off Stone Gaze, they
If-
might be able to do it.
If the overwhelming odds miss, does Medusa significantly increase her chances of winning at that point, or do you think still?
I think as long as it does some damage, then you're gonna get into some sort of man fight, and I think the Legion commanders they'll just
They're
have
still
an
gonna
HP.
win.
Yeah, they're still gonna have like some sort of
They have
advantage
lifesteal.
initially,
You
I don't know,
like,
man.
and then
they
they
can
can still
sustain.
do okay.
What if
Medusa
they
doesn't do enough
prioritize
damage.
duel? What
I
if they
think
come in
there's-
and they're like,
okay,
I got
alright.
duel and I got to duel first?
I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised
no.
if that
They
happened.
may prioritize
no.
duel over the overwhelming odds and be like, I'll take her, you take her, you take her, and they all just go for duels.
it's gonna be Stone Gaze on one side and attempting to duel
no,
on the
they're-
other.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's pure
And then
damage from the Mystic
snakes?
Snakes.
There-
Oh gosh.
Medusa could creep this round, guys.
There
So-
is no way one person or everyone's getting dueled. Only
Yeah.
one person's getting dueled.
Yeah.
Can you?
All
What
else-
happens if one duels and then the other duels the same person?
I think it's the first one that goes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
If LC
Yeah, 'cause
uses
when Rubik
either
steals
overwhelming
duel-
odds or blade mail, LC wins. Like you don't have to use both; you just have to use one of those two things, and you should win.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know already.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
this
go with
one I
LC
feel like
anyways.
really banks on AI
Yeah.
and on LC's AI to not fudge this
Can
up.
we just have the Legion Commander not skill duel?
I
Can we
think,
just take
I think
that off?
LC will still win this.
You're still in for LC.
I'm still in for LC.
Parker.
LC.
LC.
All right, then I'm going to finally do the guy. I'm going to change it. I'm going to be the
You gonna be
Medusa
that
on this
dude?
one.
Okay.
Medusa for round 2. I want to see round 3. Let's check out round 2 action here and see if somehow Medusa can pull off the W.
There's like 3 different ways the Legion Commander can win.
Please.
And yet
Oh,
I
it's
still,
daytime.
It's still
It's
like
daytime,
a
it's okay.
50-50.
Tunnel vision for the duel.
No, don't worry. They're not going to
Tunnel
duel.
vision for the duel.
They are 100% overwhelming odds.
Look at the pack of armadillos.
It's
Oh,
daytime.
boy.
They're
Got
going to
the
throw out
drums.
snakes first as well.
All right, they're a little staggered on the deuces, which is good.
Okay.
Oh,
Nope, they're
There's
together.
the drums.
Oh, they're going in.
Oh, Jesus!
Oh my God, it was even worse than the first round.
They used blade mail and overwhelming odds. That was just instant
Did
deletion.
the blade mail even have a factor? Or was that
No,
all
not
the
really.
overwhelming
I
odds?
couldn't even tell.
All
It's
right.
just
That's
overwhelming odds.
crazy. All right, that was a spanking.
Oh god, I'm glad I
That was
changed
an
on that one.
obliteration.
All right, see ya, Medusa.
Medusa's out. That's it. There's no double elimination at Bot TI. Medusa's
Yeah.
going home back to her mythical Greek cave or whatever the hell it is.
LC actually is. I think we're underselling this guy. This guy could go far.
I think so too.
Overwhelming odds may be one of the more OP spells.
Yeah, right?
It's 4,250 AoE damage
That's with the talent.
with
and
the
stuff.
talent
Yeah, yeah.
at level 15.
If she runs into someone else who has
insane.
blade mail, that could be a problem.
Like I just don't see how like any of the heroes are gonna have the HP to survive that.
At level 15, and I think even level 25. I don't think you survive that 25.
And I think the literally the only ones that can beat is ones that have like greater range and some sort of stun.
or one of the heroes coming up in our next matchup, TA. Got refraction.
Oh, that's interesting.
That could.
Now, before we
That could tip
totally
the
ban
scales.
this map, in theory, if we did see a level 25, do you think it would have been just as much of a crushing, or do you think at that point Medusa may have had enough durability with the shield
It depends
to
on the
survive?
items and if they use it or not.
I don't think there's any items Medusa can get.
I mean,
that
like
works.
No,
Satanic, right?
I disagree. I think you might have enough HP.
Like
at that
Scotty
point.
Satanic, for example.
So
Butterfly.
if
But even the right click battle, does Medusa win that?
no,
With Stone
but she
Gaze?
will because if she survives through the initial hit,
yeah, Stone Gaze will
she
kill
pops Stone Gaze.
Yeah.
The Legion commanders keep running.
They try
but
to
you
go for a
also
duel,
cast
probably.
Mystic Snake. You get a shit ton of mana back for every single one of your deuces, and you're all 5 right clicking. You're all 5 hitting 5.
If they're blade mailing those Mystic Snakes too, though. I
know.
mean, that's
that
getting
was the
very
thing.
high
We
level,
can't,
you know?
we can't see blade mail.
Yeah, but I think
again,
with a
right?
contingency of blade mail, I mean,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
official ruling come out, but from what I've heard, it's only going to be permitted in just that level 15 round. So
I think Dusa had a chance.
it's a shame because that probably would have been the closest matchup, and we'll not get to see it, I know, but that is just something to leave us salivating for the next year and hope that Medusa, maybe based on these results, will get seeded differently, and we'll be able to get to a point where we can see her. Or maybe between now and then, Ice Frog might change Medusa up, and then she's somehow more relevant for Bot TI next time. So,
I
all
can
right.
definitely see Dusa beating a lot of other heroes for sure.
Yeah, I think she
Yeah.
got matched up.
She got a hard
really
matchup.
badly.
Poor Medusa. Congratulations. This means that Legion Commander moves on into the next round to face Spirit Breaker, who got an auto buy. So I assume Spirit Breaker's a pretty high win rate
All right, LC.
hero
on
in
that.
pubs.
That sounds
So-
pretty
Think
cool.
about
Think about it.
That sounds
it's
pretty
a hero.
Breaker
It is
versus
literally
LC.
one of the most brain dead heroes. Of course, it's gonna have a high win rate
Yeah.
in pubs.
Just charge people and make action happen. Usually something's going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. So that's going to be exciting to see in the future. But up next, we've got Dragon Knight versus TA. This is like a classic mid lane matchup almost, you know?
Yeah, this is hard to predict, I think, because even though you can block the Breathe Fire with Refraction, it's like the right clicks are going to do almost
And they're
no
so
damage
tanky.
whatsoever. DK's super tanky. TA with Refraction bonus damage, is that going to be enough to like out mitigate?
I mean, both
the
of them do no
damage
damage.
reduction.
Like both
Yeah,
of them do
This
no
is going to be a
damage.
right
This
click
is
swing.
this is going to be a snooze fest for level
gonna be a
5,
snooze
but
fest.
a very interesting snooze fest.
It couldn't
maybe.
be more opposite from the match that we just watched, which is over in just 1 second.
Yeah.
Literally
Yeah.
one spell is casted 5 times, it's over. Like this one's just gonna
It's-
go on for.
I
Same
think
base
DK
damage.
is gonna 2-0 this.
You think who?
I think DK will 2-0 this.
I think DK has the wrong skill build. He should have gone 1-1-3. They're gonna block it with Refraction
Yeah.
anyways, you know. Unless you break the
Oh.
Refraction, then use Breathe Fire. But there's no way the bot's doing that.
All right,
But
gods.
there's
but
no side
next
blades.
level, if there was just one of the Dragon Knights that went 3-1-1, and then the rest of them 1-1-3,
Oh.
right? Damage reduction.
Yeah. Scales. Okay, that would have been the play.
I think DK will win as well.
In just this first level 5 matchup?
Does
I
DK
think the refractions
win?
will get burned out instantly, right?
By
They
right
all get
clicks,
breathe
yeah.
fired. But then
Yeah.
it's the fact that Dragon Knight has an extra skill he gets to cast.
He's the stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
In this right click battle of TA does more damage, but it's also going to be reduced from breathe fire, while DK has more armor. It's just like the stats just look better.
Yeah.
What's the cooldowns?
I think that's
Will we see
gonna be the case.
multiple casts? It'll be that long of a right click?
Actually, could
we may see multiple
breathe
casts.
fire is a shorter
it's pretty
cooldown
shorter,
than
yeah,
refraction.
We'll probably
yeah,
see
that
two.
sounds
So-
correct.
The second round of breathe fires could actually be.
I think
just
that's the end
what-
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, finishes
that's what
the
I think.
TA off.
All right. I'm feeling pretty DK on the level 5 round.
Yeah. I think
I
you
mean,
guys
yeah.
sold me on it.
DK, DK.
DK 2-0.
DK.
DK.
2-0.
Pretty
DK for
unanimous.
this one. We'll see.
Without looking at
For
the items.
so
2-0.
Davion. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's see how things work out. Round number 1, level 5. Let's get ready to rumble.
They've got 8 armor.
Yeah, that sounds like T is what, like
7.
oh T is 7?
Yeah.
Dude, unless
Oh,
they
okay, that's not
somehow they're melee heroes though, so there's no way they're really gonna get lined up for Psyblades badly.
No.
Yeah, they're not going to line up for
And
Cyblades
if they
either.
focus the same TA, they'll burn that refraction pretty quickly.
Good.
Oh,
look at that
decent
split.
split.
Wait, you didn't
Oh,
refract
oh.
the first breathe fires too.
Oh, one of them Cyblading.
Oh god,
wait,
this meld
the meld.
is doing a lot.
Oh.
It's gonna be close.
Oh, the Cyblades
Second
are
round
actually...
of breathe fires. They're
Oh,
gonna need it.
TA!
Oh, the
These
meld.
melds are doing so much damage.
Okay, meld is actually.
Oh.
The second round...
It's still
They're
3v2.
They're AFK. They're not doing anything.
Come on, man.
I think it was
Oh,
over
my.
regardless.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
man,
count
we
is
were-
wrong.
we
TA
were
is wrong.
super wrong.
With 3 alive.
Damn.
Okay, so what...
Shouldn't have
Let,
swung.
us see. Why did suddenly
Okay,
things change?
all right, so this is how things changed. We did not expect them to meld the way they did.
Yeah,
And
it was
every time they melded,
good
the,
meld use.
the Dragon Knights would run towards one of them, and then the Cyblades actually started hitting, right?
Well, and I think also it was like they were focused on one TA, they would meld, like the one
Yeah.
being hit would meld, so then they would start hitting another TA.
Yeah.
And it's like they didn't
They
focus
split their
fire.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like every TA was like half health, and it's like, well, that's not how you win. You're gonna focus one down, then move on to the next.
It same goes with the breathe fire because they were so split up. There was like the bottom half only got hit by 2 breathe fires, so they still had 3
right,
refraction
right.
chart. Like there's just
There was a lot of value out of that
That
refraction.
was very, very close. I feel. I mean, it didn't maybe look as close as it was, but a few small things go different. I think DK could have taken it, but
Like having the branch in a different spot.
yeah, Brad's in the wrong spot, man. Yeah, that's I tell
2
you.
branches. All right, that means we're going to be moving into the level 15 round 2 matchup. 10k of gold to spend on items, popular items from their Dota buff pub play. And it looks like DK's got the armlet drum, a hood, power treads, and maelstrom to work with, while TA's power treads, a wand, and Aquila medallion, Deso, and blink dagger.
All right, I'm going to go DK.
I'm TA on this one.
On the
Meld is-
basis of what?
Meld, I think, was we saw last time. Same thing's going to happen. This time it's level 4 meld. Last time it was level 1. It's going to do a lot of damage, reduce that armor, and it's very spammable. I mean, we talk about how Breathe Fire has a short cooldown than Refraction. Meld has a short cooldown than anything.
I
here.
think the biggest difference, though, this time is the Dragon form, right? You're going to have the splash. You're going to have the
that's true.
poison.
And you're gonna have lightning damage as
Yeah.
well.
And
Like
there's
there's
a
a
lot more
lot of
AoE.
ways to burn through refraction quickly.
And do you think they'll just turn on the armlet and just go?
I think so.
They're not even going to bother like turning it off. I think
No,
they may just turn
there's
it
no
on and fight.
toggling.
I hope they. I mean, I only hope they just turn it on.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll
there's
be
no-
lucky if
let's
they
not
turn-
talk about
they'll probably pop the
toggling. Are they
hood.
gonna pop it at all?
They'll pop the hood and then they won't touch the armlet probably, but
I think TAs can just blink, get those meld strikes off, and do some big burst damage, though.
It's just unfortunate he has a hood. It actually does nothing here.
Yeah. Plus, you're
Health
talking about
regen,
the
Steven. Health regen.
Oh, yeah,
So,
sure. Okay, help
the
regen.
minus armor is -8.
What the
from
TA's
meld.
got the trap damage? What is this, Lumi? What are you getting trap damage for?
Hey, it's on Dota buff.
watch them like
Yeah,
cast
but they
like
change
all
it for
5
other
and
ones,
pop
you know? Like
them
if it's
as
like
early
okay,
they
as-
don't
that's
get the XP or the DPM talents, you know?
Well, you never know. They might drop the trap and then like just sit on it. All right, there's no way that's happening.
DK still has like.
That's where the hood help comes into play against the trap damage, Steve.
but that's
They're
not gonna happen.
prepared.
That's not gonna happen. They're not gonna
DK
do
still
it.
has like 10 or 11 armor, even after they get hit by meld and
Yeah.
Deso.
I think the AoE will be enough.
If only if TA had +7
AoE
armor.
damage.
DK for real.
DK for real?
DK
For
for real.
realsies this
I believe
time.
in
Real.
TA.
Me,
You're
me
gonna
and
see what
Eo
TA
stand around in same minds here.
TA's meld strike is gonna do some work.
I'll stick with DK
Yeah, those
again.
psionic
They
traps
just
are
kill
really gonna
with
put in
traps
work.
without engaging. You know, you
Oh,
just
no.
you play from 2,000 range, and you never fight.
So 3 DKs, 1 TA. All right, I'm curious what the chat thinks. Remember, you can go to fantasy.bts.gg to put your own predictions in and prove us wrong and show your high flexing score. Let's check out round 2 action. Elimination match for DK. Something goes wrong. He's out.
All right.
Do they pop the drums?
Do
Right
they
now.
armlet
It's
immediately?
nighttime.
All right, they don't.
No armlets.
This is nighttime mana here. TAs will not be able to get those long-range traps off. They won't get the vision. This is clear unfair play.
I don't think the nighttime matters too much for this matchup. I think even if it was daytime, they wouldn't trap. Let's see if they trap.
If anything, Dragonites.
They don't even trap. Okay,
One
so
dragon formed.
Okay.
Everyone dragon formed.
okay.
Everyone killed him.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
It was close, guys.
They
Wow.
even had their hoods for the trap
They
damage.
didn't
They're
even
ready to
armlet.
go.
They didn't even armlet.
They were ready. They were prepared. They
Oh.
did not armlet?
They didn't even armlet.
No.
Well,
Hype.
Close.
So
Not even close. All right. Well,
All right, guys, you were almost right that time.
we get our first round 3 already. I like that.
All right.
All right. Our first level 25 20k gold matchup right now.
what? I failed to see what items.
Anyway, TA can get some sort of new power to prevent an even mightier dragon from coming and toasting her ass right now.
I think the problem is she's playing against splash damage, and splash damage in this sort of setting will it always looks good. Plus, it always burns through refraction. Like any of the splash damage will hit the refraction. The lightning procs will hit the
dot, too.
refraction. So even if they're going to get the extra refraction instances, so they can block 10, so they can block all the breathe fires. But I think they're
have
still
a solar
going to
crest,
be.
they have evasion. I like that.
They have evasion.
But it's only, what, 20% now in Solar Crest?
Yes.
15%? It's like got nerfed a bit.
Hmm.
DK looks way too beefy with the talents.
Yeah.
I think he's actually just even
Plus
more untouchable.
44 armor on
All right.
DK.
Yeah, you're right.
Holy
There's no chance.
moly.
There's no chance.
Dude,
Like,
DK...
TA's
He has 56 armor and 3,400 life.
Dude, I could see TK being a round 2, round 3 winner for a long run of this tournament. Especially if
Yeah.
this goes just as dominant in round 3.
Round-
Then I might ride the coattails of this dragon
Yep.
like all the way to top 16.
Yeah.
Round 3, he's probably one of the best. I think round 2, he has a lot of good matchups. Can do well.
All right.
Actually,
I hope I
because-
don't see TA just do some like crazy AI
it's just
shit
like the-
win or something like that.
If you look at the level 20 talents, like just that matchup is so bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got -4, like an extra -4 armor. Meanwhile, DK gets an extra. I don't even know how much Dragonite, Dragon Blood that is.
I think
Does
it's.
anybody know?
It's
Is it 12?
yeah, plus 12, so you get an extra 12, I want to say, yeah.
I actually don't remember.
Yeah, it's 12, so he gets an
He's
extra
getting
12.
5 armor from the
So
armor
he
and
gets an
15
extra
from AC.
8 armor
Yeah.
advantage.
Armor advantage.
Plus the fact that his items are just going to be
Yeah.
advantageous as well, AC and everything.
TA's story in games is like, you have this really strong mid game and you always fall off late game. And
Yeah.
this is late game. This is where TA is not as scary.
And lately, the 40 strength bonus, like we've seen a lot of DKs turn into really strong carries late game.
What the heck is Psyblade Spill paralyzes?
It disables it like
Roots
like
you,
it's not
or-
it's not an ensnare in that regard, but you just get no movement speed for like 0.2,
oh,
that's
0.3,
kinda cool.
something like that. It's really weird. It's really bad.
Sounds like one of those talents that doesn't really make sense when you hear what it does. But
Yeah.
okay.
all right. Well, TA better bank on some crazy AI shenanigans from DK side or maybe some god tier meld plays or something. But
Yeah, there's no chance.
I feel like all of us pretty in agreement that DK is
Team
going to be
DK.
is
I
gonna
think
be a
I
round
think
3
DK
monster.
is strong enough that he would win with only like 2 or 3 of them. You don't even need 5. I think that's how bad this
Damn,
matchup
bold
is.
call.
2,
Steve.
no.
Bold.
All right, 3.
3.
Do belts not
I
stack?
think you would win with 3.
Belts probably don't stack.
The minus armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
God, I would hope that a small part of me does hope that somehow TA just like obliterates DK here, and then we
Crit
just have no faith
Psyblade.
in anything ever moving forward. It's not going to happen, but we'll see. Let's get into round 3, DK versus TA. Ooh, baby.
See a TA.
What if they just don't ulti or something?
Yeah, I don't know. They could stutter step.
They have to
daytime.
line up.
They're going to use the
and
traps.
Psyblade.
It's daytime.
Line
Don't
up
worry,
in Psyblade.
guys. Man.
Yeah, they
Those
don't even trap.
They don't even try.
All right,
Oh,
the
no.
DKs are out. Oh!
I
See ya.
I like how there's like that half a second where it's like there's not a whole lot of damage happening, and all of a sudden the refraction charges go away.
Yeah.
Okay, so DK looks
They're
like
all so
a
healthy.
freaking monster in round 3, and
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be putting my money on DK for a while. That was crazy.
I think
Mace-
DK actually beats almost anybody in that.
May struggle
that
against some of the
round
spellcasters,
3.
though. Like some of those Tide, Kunkkas, Enigma type heroes.
I think
Big
The problem is
game.
outliving.
DK's also tanky enough to like
Yeah,
survive
that's the
through a
thing.
lot.
Well, I think you can win the 25. Well, I don't know. Enigma, Midnight Pulse and stuff, but like
Okay,
some of
that's
those, like level 5 and 15, he has
Yeah.
to do well.
He has to get
yeah.
cheated. He'll have to be like
Yeah.
knocked out round 5, which is very likely for DK, and then level 15. just
I actually think
gets
his level
sniped
5
out.
is not even that bad.
Yeah,
For DK?
Yeah, his
His
level
level
5
five's
is actually
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Because he's got solid stats, good armor, high life, and breathe fire.
Doesn't die to right clicks because it's a lot of a right click battle level 5 because of the breathe fire. He wins that.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and check out an updated bracket here a bit. So there we see at the top, I guess there was already a previous matchup of Bristleback versus OD. Or no, sorry, there was a previous matchup of Bristleback versus Broodmother. Bristleback, not really surprised to see him get the 2-0. Moving on. OD against Ogre. OD took that win, and they'll match up in the next round. We just witnessed Medusa against Legion Commander, where it was Legion Commander getting the win, going against Spirit Breaker next, and now we are finished DK getting the win against TA, and they will await the winner of our next matchup, Nyx Assassin versus Queen of Pain.
Oh, that's an interesting
That's going to
matchup.
be actually
This-
quite intriguing
this
when
is
you
the skill
factor stuff
matchup.
like
Yeah.
Carapace and
This is a tough
this
one.
is highly dependent
Yeah.
on the AI, I feel.
Can
now
you
we
carapace the
really
Sonic
want
Wave?
the AI to be able to perform and function
Yeah.
like somewhat of a human, then maybe we'll be okay.
I think it is highly unlikely that the Spike Carapace hits the Scream. I think it's more likely that they'll pop it after they get hit by Shadow Blade.
On a right click
Or,
or something.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I think it'll block, but it'll still be a stun. It'll
Yeah.
still be a momentary stun.
And then impale.
I think the stats on Nyx are too good here. I think Nyx
Yeah.
is gonna win.
I think Nyx blows like whatever Quap is moving forward. Like say they're maybe a Quap on the top part and the Quap on the bottom part that are a little bit farther forward. Like I think those two are just gonna get overwhelmed by impales. Like those two are gonna die pretty quickly, and then from there you just got a numbers advantage where your mana burning and your Spike Carapacing. I think Quap just loses like whatever heroes pretty quickly, and then your AoE is just significantly worse from there.
Yeah, these level 5 battles so often come down to like your base stats a bit. Like that's
Yeah.
where Medusa just didn't stand a chance. Okay, even overwhelming odds aside, there's like no chance with your 500 health. Here, health-wise, pretty similar. Nyx though, much higher base armor.
If Queen of Pain was 1-1-3 here, I would give her a
would be
much better
closer.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
like
but-
Blink just doesn't seem like it's going to do anything in a matchup like
Yeah.
this.
Why isn't she 2-0-3 here?
You want to? I guess you try and kite them with Blink, but
I mean, we've seen how these bots
yeah.
perform. They're not even gonna
hey,
cast
we
it.
saw Puck try some kiting tactics. That was
I feel like-
the next level orb away strat.
This is the only round we can kind of predict their behavior. I feel like after this point, like when you factor Vendetta, like what the hell are they going to do with Vendetta? Are they going
Yeah.
to use it? Are they going to start Vendetta? Like after this point, the behavior of what they're going to do or how Queen of Pain's going to preference the order of spellcasting, it's going to be crazy. Carapace and all that. But for round one, I can't help but agree with you guys that this feels pretty heavy Nyx favored.
I'm going Quap.
You're going to go with Quap though?
Going Quap. Yeah. It's so much that it comes down to the impales to me because I actually think in the right click battle Quap can win because of the Shadow Strike slow. The screams I just don't feel are going to be carapaced.
They're
How
only going
many
to shadow
heroes you
strike
can hit?
one person though. You know it. They're just going to like, get
Then
that one guy.
person will get blown up.
Yeah, for sure.
Shadow Strike has a pretty short cooldown.
Okay.
I can agree with
Didn't
that.
you
I
start
think it's
this whole
pretty
entire
close.
thing talking about the stats?
Yeah, forget the
And then you
The stats are
you cost
negated.
3 damage from Nyx
stats.
Assassin in exchange for 3 armor.
Yeah, but that damage is even lower because of the slow. You know, like that's like more like 40 base damage on Nyx. You know, I'm readjusting the numbers in my head as we go.
Quap's not gonna. She's not gonna right click and she's not gonna walk back. You know, she's not gonna right click, walk away, blink out.
She's
Kite
gonna
this
blink.
man.
Yeah, blink back.
no,
and hide. Look,
she's gonna stand
she's gonna
there
do
like
the
a
puck
dumbass
tactics.
and right
Puck
click the
tactics.
entire time.
I mean, if
believer.
there's anything I've learned from this is that you can't rule anything out. So, with your reasoning is perfectly fine. I think the matchup is actually not that bad. I think I would just give it like a 65-35. But I'm
Okay.
like for Nyx, obviously.
For Nyx.
me.
Quap will take that
Nyx,
35.
Nick, Quap, Cap,
Nyx Assassin.
Nyx. All right. So there we have it. 3 for Nyx, 1 for Quap. Round
Believing
1.
in bots to hit non-targetable
Level 5.
spells. Impale,
Yeah,
come on.
No, you're gonna be.
They're all grouped up. They literally can't miss. They're gonna hit
Impale,
something.
one of the hardest abilities to land in the game. We'll see if Easy Bot can do it better than I can do it.
I promise you, when they walk in a line like this, it's one of the
Yeah.
easiest spells.
They haven't
see if they
seen
can-
the Nyx yet.
I
They're
think,
gonna
I think
ravage.
at minimum 3 of them are gonna get stunned.
I mean, I think
They
just
blink over
one or
it?
two of
Oh,
them are
God.
gonna get
Oh,
blown
please
up
blink.
somehow.
Please blink.
Blink over the stun.
Please blink.
Oh,
They just
okay,
hit
that
one.
one, Nyx. Sorry there, Tim. You had to take the fall on that one there, Nyx.
All right, that was really unlucky.
That
For
one,
Queen of
Nyx,
Pain.
took the fall so
that-
hard for the rest of the team.
I didn't
Holy
anticipate
shit.
the high-level Nyx plays. You know, sending in the sacrificial Nyx assassin to tank Every Shadow Strike and Scream. Every spell was used on one
Every
Nyx.
single one.
Wow.
That was some great teamwork.
That
right
was that was just high level plays.
And imagine that guy spiked carapace too.
Yeah.
He probably would have even lived.
Now that is a little bit of a tell. Now I don't trust the Spike Carapace really at all. Like I don't even know if they're going to cast it. I don't know if they'll cast a Dagon. Okay.
Okay.
Whoa. All right,
These are
let's-
very interesting
look,
items.
I think Mana Burn actually does too much damage. Like
That is
every Nyx spell does like 300 damage.
Yeah, but-
roughly.
But they have orchids. All right, now,
Is Queen,
actually,
what do you think is
God.
Queen's
Okay.
like
All right,
AI like mind gonna do? Like she walks up, she sees Nyx. Does she just cast her ult like right into all of them right there?
that's a very good point.
Does
actually.
she start with a soft opening of just a little scream first? I think she's just gonna blast her
I think
ultimate
she just
at him.
blasts ulti. Yeah, from
Now,
my
I-
knowledge of easy bots.
I don't
yeah.
think Nyx is gonna Carapace, So I think they're gonna
But
eat
will it
the
be
ulti.
the same tactic where it's all ultis on one Nyx
That's true
and
though.
not everyone else?
Little Timmy or whoever that Nyx was is gonna get obliterated.
I actually think the bots, the moment they run into each other, they're all going to go into Vendetta, and Quap is not going to know what to do.
Oh yeah, she can't.
She may scream forward. Nyx goes in Vendetta, still gets hit, but then they're like, "Oh, where'd the Nyx go though?"
I don't
And
even
now
know if
all
that's
these
gonna come
really
out fast
weak
enough.
Nyxes are gonna poke her. I have no idea.
This one is actually closer because
I have
now,
no
now
idea.
we're just now we're
It's-
just
it's-
betting on AI.
It's 2,000 AoE damage, pure damage.
Yes.
Of
Sonic
all,
Wave.
all of the queens casting.
Yeah.
You're in
So-
Team Quap now.
No,
You guys swung me to Team Nyx.
This
and now
is
you're
very.
abandoning
This
ship.
one is very tough.
because
I'm going to
well,
go with
see,
Nyx.
the funny part is that even if they spike Carapace, damn.
Okay, for this matchup, if any of them hit Spike Carapace, I think it's actually over.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I,
for sure.
I think that it is very likely the Sonic Waves aren't going to be completely on top of each other. He takes one Sonic Wave, he won't cast Spike Carapace, but he's going to cast it at some point, right?
After they take
Sonic
the
Wave,
hit.
Sonic Wave, Sonic Wave. Like,
Yeah.
he's taking damage. Like, surely the AI is
sure.
going to go,
That's true.
you pop your defensive spell.
Yeah, I think after
got
they're not
enough
going to be
health
next
to
level. They're not going to
survive the
cast
first
it
one
as
too,
the spell's
yeah.
coming, but they'll
Yeah.
definitely, as a defensive mechanism, go,
Yeah.
"Oh, I got to pop Carapace."
That's true.
And then there are all different sources of damage from there. So you pop the Spike Carapace once, you're blocking
Yeah.
every instance of damage
Orchid,
that's coming in.
poison, maybe a scream from another. Yeah.
It's only until you get close enough and start getting screamed at that point that you're
I
going to
don't
take
know,
more
though,
damage.
dude. What if they're like, my
Nyx
defensive mechanism
assassin.
Yeah,
My-
I'm with
They're-
Nyx
the
now.
I'm with the Nyx.
The
Yeah.
odds are just like there's so many different ways he can win.
We haven't even without Dagon. I think like we're looking at Nyx winning, but the Dagon's just another tool that does. A huge
I
chunk
think
of
one
damage.
queen is going to eat that.
If Quap
All those Dagons.
wins this is some real Doctor Strange shit. Where there was 450,000 million ways that you could have fucking lost this game, and he found the way to win it. I think that's what's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Well, you blink in, you five-man Orchid a different Nyx each.
Yeah.
All right, that's definitely not happening.
No.
If they Orchid, it's only going to be
Cook
one
didn't
target.
even blink in the first round. You know, blink is not a spell you're going to be leveling up, is what I've learned.
We're just looking out for a Carapace here at this point.
Yeah.
I think it's
Even without it, I still feel like Nyx has so many ways to win this.
Any Carapace, any Vendettas.
Yep. Vendetta, Dagon, Impales, Mana Burn's going to do 400 damage.
The one Nyx is going to go up front again. He's going to get annihilated
Yes.
from the queen. The queen, all of them are going to ult that one poor Nyx. And then the rest of them, I just don't know if they're going to Vendetta, if they're going to see that and go, "Oh, Carapace, walk in."
I
This
actually
one
think
is,
they're going to Vendetta.
You think you're going to Vendetta
They're going to
first?
Vendetta. The moment they either see him or take damage, they're going to Vendetta.
Invis is
I don't know
look
how
pretty
the AI
good
reacts to that.
in bot
you know?
TI. They just find a new target who's not Invis, and if there's no targets, they stop attacking.
Yeah.
And the problem is when they stop attacking, they come out of Invis. They don't start attacking right away. They like sit around
sit-
twiddling
yeah,
their
they AFK,
thumbs,
yeah.
like the
This feels
Invis
so
messes
good
with
for
people.
Nyx. Okay.
Yeah,
Final prediction. I am going for Nyx on this one.
Nyx.
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 All right.
All right. Let's get into round number 2. Queen of Pain versus Nyx Assassin. Level 15 matchup. Let's see what the hell happens here.
Please Vendetta.
Oh.
Vendetta and get a perfect match here. Perfect round.
All right. No.
I think they'll Vendetta until I see.
Yeah.
people, but
Everything is obvious that they don't trigger spells until they see.
they're not going
their
to stun
opponent.
out of Invis either. They're going to go.
They're
going
gonna
to
go for the
Vendetta
hit.
hits. Yeah.
Oh God!
But even that is so much
Watch.
damage.
Vendetta. Vendetta.
Oh!
Okay. What the?
usage.
Did they orchid all of them?
Can we,
No.
Can we get a
No,
replay of
they
that?
did not.
No.
They just stood
They
there?
all just got so
treated Dagon
dumbfounded.
like it was some sort of cannon.
They're like,
where they
yeah.
fired their shot and they're like, we need to
just stopped.
reload now. Hold on. Boom, boom. Yeah, like that was some colonial marine shit going
That's all
on
they
there.
did. They
There was
just
at
used
least
Dagon.
one orchid was used though.
Yeah, there
And
was
then
like
Quap showed
maybe
up with
one
a
or two
rocket
orchids.
launcher.
Okay,
and
look,
was like,
There was
let's
one
go.
or two orchids, sure, but
Nyx
they were
used
not.
zero
They used
spells.
zero
Did-
abilities.
and was any ability used at any point? Dagon's not an ability.
And they AFK. AFK.
Zero abilities. Not one spell was
All right,
cast.
another
Not a
hard
sun,
lesson that you just
not a
can't
spike
you can't
carapace.
predict.
You always
What the
think you
hell
learned
the AI
enough.
is gonna do? That was crazy. I felt bad for Nyx, but he went out in style. That was a blasting.
Look, I'm
Okay.
level 25. I don't know what to predict now.
right.
Yeah. I mean, I
This-
still don't think it's good for Queen in the future. If that's what she's gonna do, like, I don't think it bodes too well.
Can
in
we
the future.
remove Nyx's Dagon?
Yeah, if he had a blade mail,
works.
I feel like any hero with a blade mail, it would have been some
Ooh.
This
crazy.
is-
difference
Queen of
for
Pain.
sure.
I'm going
Yeah.
with Queen of Pain.
Okay, round 3.
This is where we get lured into, we saw
Yeah.
what the bots did last time.
No.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's
I
going
think
to
it's gonna
happen
happen
this
again.
No.
time.
They have-
We're all going to go Quap,
Ooh.
and we're all going to be wrong because the game just changed.
The Dagons are useless versus the Lincolns.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Quap.
If you learn anything from that first round Phoenix matchup is like where the first, what was it, round 15 when they got their egg, they're like, guys, we're just going to cast egg. And they all cast egg and then just get blown up. But then round 3, there's suddenly Icarus diving, dodging. With these new set of items in this particular order, this AI can suddenly turn into a god. You know, I don't know.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to see the Quant, and then they're all going to start channeling Meteor Hammer. And then they just die while channeling. That's what's going to happen here.
I mean, do you think they're not good enough to do E-Blade Dagons or something like
I mean, it could be like the Lincolns that Parker brought up, right? What if all of a sudden the Nyx his actions change this time around? Because he casts the Dagon on a Lincoln's instead of actually hitting a target or whatever, he does something different and actually does cast spells.
I'm not falling for that. Queen of Pain. I'm going to go with Queen of Pain. I've lost all trust in this Nyx assassin. He's just going to Dagon and AFK
This is the
again.
one. He's going to get Carapace off. Didn't do it round 1. Didn't do it round 2. Round 3. Let's go. Nyx assassin.
You're on Nyx on this one.
Yes.
Cap? I don't know. I got to
okay. I've learned bad things about Yule Scepter. I'm gonna go Nyx Assassin.
The self-heals.
The self-Yule Scepter is a disaster. You know, I can't go for it just purely off of that.
Okay.
All right. All right, so
Nyx.
So we got Nyx,
Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain. I'm going to go with Queen of Pain as well. So it's 2-2. Let's just see how it goes. The Nyx is going to have to reform its behavior for round 3 here.
It's learned.
It's
I am
going to
going
have
to be
to
so
adapt and have learned somehow.
It's easy bot AI. They learn.
I'm going to be so sad if he hits
If he's
Carapace.
like
Is he
a
going
god
to use
now.
Meteor Hammer?
I
Is
like
that
how
I
just,
think
there's
he is.
magic
That's
wands
what I'm
in
hoping.
the backpack. That's how you know Lumi had to do some reworking on this one.
Is Meteor Hammer coming out,
He's
guys?
going to Meteor Hammer.
Oh
Please
my
Meteor Hammer.
I just sit there Meteor Hammering while they die to Sonic
It's
Wave.
Maybe
gonna
they're gonna meteor
Please
hammer
do
then
it.
cancel a spike carapace.
Okay.
I told you.
Okay, yeah.
It's still... Okay, never mind.
Nice,
Get
nice
him,
hammer.
no.
Nice
Hey,
meat
they use
hammer,
Blink.
bro.
They use Blink.
There was a Carapace in there, right?
There was.
They
There was
all
a Carapace.
survive. Not one Queen of Pain goes down.
Damn it.
Yeah.
What'd I tell you?
They didn't sell fuels.
They just Meteor Hammered
They were
themselves.
supposed to
Or
sell
Meteor Hammer.
fuels.
Big AoE spells are pretty good.
We
particularly
have to
ones-
remember the priority of Meteor Hammer seems to always be
Yeah,
priority
it's like
1.
so high for some reason. Who knows?
Meteor hammer.
Congratulations. That's
Dagon
a,
seems
that's a
pretty
win
high
for
priority
Quap.
too. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't mind the Dagon usage. It's what they did after the Dagons. You know, you blow up 1 or 2 heroes, and you got to capitalize and use your spells. But
They had different priorities this time. It was kind of weird. Like, 3 of them Meteor Hammered, and then 2 of them Dagon.
Yep.
And
They
then
did
just all
E-Blade Dagon too. That was actually
Yeah,
kind of impressive
yeah.
for an easy bot to do. They actually did the combo. Now that means that Queen of Pain gets to face DK in the next round.
died.
That DK, that we just
I
witnessed
think DK
crush.
lost. that.
Yeah.
You think Quap will lose?
Yeah,
right?
No. Quap's going to win 5 and 15, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Because of
She could
pure
be one of the
damage.
heroes who could snipe it.
Yeah.
does Quap win 5 though
I think Quap wins 5.
against Breathe Fire?
Actually,
I
no,
don't
She's
you're
very
right.
squishy versus
Actually, no,
Breathe
you're
Fire.
right.
Five.
That
That's a
first
tough one.
round,
I
might
think Quap
take
wins
it.
15 and 25 because of Sonic Wave damage though.
Yeah, I think you're
25 is
right.
maybe
Yeah, I think you're
close
right.
because 25 DK has a lot of health, but
Because from what we've seen, she's not going to scream until they get close enough, and Breathe Fire is longer range, so they're just going to get hit by Breathe
yeah.
Fire.
I think DK wins 5,
You're
Quap
right.
wins 15, then 25. Who knows?
It is also important that we just saw a couple of different 5-0s. Like DK did really well in his matchup. We just saw a Quap 5-0 at the end. Apparently that matters for seeding for when it comes to main event.
Yeah, Lumi was telling me before about like based on their performance and on their wins, that will affect their seeding as they advance into top 16 for sure.
Well, I guess only one of these two can make top 16 because they're going to verse each other. But
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it just be like, so the more dominant of victories, the more likely, right? Because then you're just matched up against easier opponents, the more likely you are to be able to win the entire thing.
Yep. No, that's good. Because up to this point, it was based on Dota buff, which is obviously not what bots are going to be doing. But at least for top 16, we're going to get the best bots, hopefully facing the best bots by the end there. So should be mega hype.
I think that seeding doesn't even matter. I don't think that seeding matters.
Do you have any idea on who you think would actually come out with the Aegis at the end of this whole thing? Like, who is the hero above them all? I mean, let's do a bold
Warlock was very good.
I think Warlock is going to be...
I really liked Warlock.
I have Warlock top 16. I think like Enigma is going to be very good. I guess not good against Warlock, though.
Yeah, I think Warlock will beat it.
Tide, Kunkka, Phoenix. Abaddon, I think, could be really good. He's a hero I have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just because he's...
His ulti's like auto procs.
Yeah.
And then
give him some... screw that up, bots.
Give him some
Damn,
items.
you're
He's going
right.
to win the right-click battle, too.
Yeah.
That's one of those easy execution ones.
But what if the other person has a silver edge and he, uses it appropriately?
And an Orchid.
And an Orchid?
We were talking about Wraith King, too. We thought Wraith King actually would be pretty good.
But it's like he's going to die and then respawns and he's just going to die again against a lot of
Well, I don't want
these
to spoil
heroes.
too much, but there is a
What if they
rumor
have
out there that
Aghanim
Wraith King has
scepters, though?
problems, and we may not see too much Wraith King in the future.
Okay. All right. Well, there goes that one.
Some reincarnation may not work, but we'll see. We'll get more information about that in the future for sure. So this is crazy.
Okay.
All right, so coming up next, there was actually a bye as we move down the bracket. Underlord.
Okay.
Bye to the top. We don't get to see Underlord this weekend, but he's waiting in the top 64 to go off against the winner of this next matchup, Sniper versus Kunkka.
That's right.
We got to see Kunkka in the exhibition matchup, the show match, the Rumble from down under the sea, if you will, against Tidehunter. Did you guys witness that firsthand?
Yes.
Anything we could take away from the Kunkka performance there?
Not for this initial matchup.
Actually, no. I think Kunkka was very good about casting abilities.
Yep. He was good about casting his Ghost Ship and Torrents.
If he lands Torrents, he should win this.
I think
really
I think
cast
you don't
Axe,
even need
which is
the
good.
Torrent.
Just right in and right click.
Yeah, I think Sniper will not be able to do 1,000 damage before they get 5-man Tide.
Yeah, let's look at
Now,
the stats
5
again.
shrapnels, guys.
10,
5 sets
50
of
health.
shrapnels.
Not
They
enough.
don't stack
is a
though.
lot.
Still
The
not
damage
enough.
doesn't stack on each other, I'm pretty sure.
Even if it did, I don't think.
Yeah, because you can't. It's just because it charges, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
You put 2 shrapnels on top of each other, you're only taking damage from 1, I believe?
I'm going to bank on the fact, though, that the AI is going to see the shrapnels, take damage, and go, I don't know what the fuck to do. And they freak out. I'm going with Sniper. I feel like they're going to cast all these shrapnels, and the Kunkkas are going to wig out over it, and Sniper will just peep them down.
Coddle Guy is in a bot's mind right now.
I am. I feel like the Kunkka's just going to, like, wig out over all that damage.
I think Kunkka's just going to ignore everything, walk up, cast Torrent, and just hit him once, and the game's over.
Damn. You think that Kunkka bot got some balls. All right.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What do you think? Kunkka?
Go Kunkka as well.
I mean,
Alright.
also because they're not going to dodge Torrent.
It's
I'll
just kind
look
of like
like a
testing
god
the
or a
waters a
moron.
bit, like level 5 I want to see how they use their spells, and I'm just going to go with better stats, better health, better damage, and then we'll see what happens.
Fine.
later.
I'm still with Sniper.
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
the shrapnels are going to be just unbearable. The bots are going to wig out over it, and you're going to see Sniper go into level 15 with the 1 win. Let's see if that's the case here.
Sorry for your loss.
We'll see. Please don't clump up too much. I mean, yeah, if they eat a ridiculous amount of torrents.
Yeah, even without the torrents, I think
without
it's
the
rough for
torrents.
Sniper because of the damage. But we'll
Come
see.
on, buddy.
Hey, yeah, the problem is being ranged actually works against him here because he stands still for a Torrent.
They're just going to Torrent immediately too.
Shrapnel now.
Um,
Now.
Torrent.
Torrent. All right, yes.
Right.
Yeah, game over.
Oh, no.
Game over.
No.
That's it up.
Damn
and
it.
down.
Yeah, see those shrapnels, that damage does not stack, I'm pretty
No.
sure. At all. One dies at the end.
I mean, I was
Is that
banking,
that's a 5-0 victory,
That's a
right?
5-0 victory.
He dies after the win, so.
I was banking on the AI behavior,
They
but
AI behavior is.
They,
I-
You went too deep.
I went too deep into the mind of the bot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Kunkkas, they had very simple-minded. They just tunnel vision, straightforward, run at him.
Okay.
I guess they cast Torrent, which is pretty nice, but they didn't even have to use Torrent, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like that was one of Sniper's best chances, because now we're going to level 15. We got boats to deal with. Maybe Sniper has more range and he's got an ulti, but you know they're going to focus that ult on one Kunkka probably. One Kunkka's going to be eating the shots.
I think if they even do that, that is already impressive.
Yeah, I don't even know if they'll use ulti. But
I don't even think so.
You don't
if
think
they
so?
use ulti, like you say, they'll kill one Kunkka, but maybe probably not more than that.
Is it level 20 Sniper gets the pushback talent?
Yes.
Yeah. That's too bad.
Again,
because I could see him winning level 25 off of some weird instance with that.
Now, what if they walk in and they're slated to get hit by all these torrents, but then they hurricane pike themselves back and out of the torrents?
They have not been doing that.
No.
I tried that theory really early on.
Not going to happen.
Dakota, and it has never paid off for me.
I'm trying to be middleman for the bots here.
Kunkka's got the extra torrent damage too.
Yeah.
There's just so many things that could happen for Kunkka.
They don't dodge torrents. That's definitely something I learned from the Kunkka Tide one and watching this round one. So, Kunkka.
Yeah, I think it's like 100% Kunkka.
Yeah,
Kunkka.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with Kunkka on this one too. It's hard to fight for Sniper, especially after that round one performance. But let's see.
For those of you guys doing brackets, are you still as we're having this discussion, are you still staying with your original prediction?
I changed
or
some.
Have you been changing
I'm
it?
committed.
I changed to Nyx and then I got it wrong, so that was wrong. I didn't change back to Quab. I probably could have, but I went Kunkka. I'm staying with that. I changed my first two because it was whatever the first one was.
I was just curious because whenever it's literally just whatever I think of first. Yeah. So when I reapproach these matches, I oftentimes have a different opinion.
And I'm not looking at their stats and health, but now here I feel like I'm more informed going matchup by matchup.
They're gonna shadow
when I
blade.
went through doing.
Will it be all torrents?
Oh
God,
yeah. Okay.
One Kunkka down.
There.
The boats.
It's
boat.
Oh my! Well,
close-ish.
dancing on
No,
me.
it's 5. They
The
shadow
ghosts are
bladed.
dancing.
Oh, of course.
shadow
Yeah, I was like,
bladed.
there's still 5 alive at the top. Okay,
Yeah.
no, never mind. That was not close.
Wow.
Not even close.
Yeah. The
All
Shadow
right.
Blade's confusing because normally I'm used to as an observer still seeing them when they're invis, but
Sniper easy 2-0 taken out of the tournament.
Yeah.
I actually don't know based on what I saw Sniper will ever
No.
advance far.
No.
But
No.
I think that Ice Frog will have to remake the hero and then hope that version of Sniper does better.
So bad stats. He's a right clicker. Slow damage over time. Those are just all killers.
he's like a worse version of Medusa. Like Medusa at least has
Yeah.
a couple AoE spells that could be good, like the ulti and Mystic Snake, but Sniper it's like the same thing where you just don't do right-click damage until you have items. And the thing is, when you do damage with items in a normal Dota game, it's because you have more farm than your enemy. In this, you have equal farm.
Yeah.
That's not going to work for you.
That pins Kunkka against Underlord in the next round.
It's
Do you think
easy for
Underlord
Kunkka, I think.
is tanky enough to survive the torrents and the boats of Underlord?
Dude, having 5 fires.
Does
yeah,
that
5.
stack?
It's
think it's
percentage-based damage.
Do they stack if they're on top of each other? I don't
Not
think
sure.
so, again.
That's a good point.
I think it's same as Shrapnel, probably.
Because how many refresher Underlords have you seen?
Yeah, that's weird.
Because I actually
Yeah.
don't know. I have never seen 2 fires at the same time.
Because isn't it like a status effect above your hero?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
so normally those things do not stack. Because you can't have...
For the burn damage and the percentage-based. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Who knows?
But you know what?
But they
does
also
stack.
have pipes. That's the thing.
That's true.
Stacking pipes. is-
They'll definitely get pipes and
Pipe,
crimsons.
Crimson, Greaves, they'll be tanky, but where
Actually-
does their damage come from?
You know-
so something I don't know. Does Pit of Malice stack? Like if you have 5 of them, does
Huh.
it just
like your
root, 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 root?
pits. Your pits do stack. Yes.
Yeah, that would stack
They,
in my mind.
I mean, Kunkka's not going to move then.
No, they're not.
yeah, but
moving.
if you're on, but then Pit Lord to hit him has to get melee range, then Kunkka can hit back. Is
That's
the
true.
thing.
There's no way they're going to kite him. Yeah, that's a good point.
And your passive only works once, obviously. So.
That will definitely be a closer matchup and an exciting one to witness in the round of 64. Gentlemen, we truck on now through the round of 128. Our next very green matchup is going to be Necrophos versus
We got
Pugna.
up-to-date stats on our percentage predictions.
Oh,
Very
how-
nice.
I'm probably
Oh.
garbage. right?
You're
80%.
80% right now.
Let's go. 60%. All right. I got a nice D going for me.
Don't worry, me too. We're both 60.
Necrophos versus Pugna.
Oh.
After the break. All right, so I'm getting told we are going to cut to a small break. We've already jetted through a couple of rounds of action here. Plenty more to come. How many have we done so far? 4?
I think that's
4?
4.
4? So that means we got 13 more matches to go.
That's a lot of
Plenty,
bot TI.
Can we-
plenty
Okay.
of bot TI action. Continue to follow along. Continue to predict. Check it out. Fantasy.bts.gg. When we come back, more BotTI action. Welcome back, everybody, to the International. The Bot International, of course. I'm back with, of course, Aosin. We got Gods. We got Capitalist here. We made our way through roughly 4 matchups now in our round of 128 bots. We got to pick up the pace, guys, because we got a lot more matches to come. We got like 14 or so matches. We're going to pile our way through them. We got some food in our bellies. We're feeling pretty good.
Nice.
I feel like already we've experienced a lot of ups and downs, lots of surprises. We have not been 100%, so it's been quite exciting.
No one's been 100%.
No one's been
Look at
100%.
leaderboards. One guy, Luis Serra, is rank 1 with 18 points. He's only got 18 out of 20 correct.
Wow.
Damn.
So
Still pretty good.
that's pretty good still.
I'd be very curious on what he got.
That's an A
incorrect.
minus.
Yep.
He got Storm versus Bane incorrect, and he got Jakiro versus Coddle incorrect.
My man Coddle stepping up.
Oh, he's
There
got
it
19
is.
points now.
I'm
so
curious
he
as
must have.
to-
That was before the last matchup, I guess.
So that means even if you missed the previous matches, people are like, if it's just 90%, that's all he's getting, 90%. You'd be getting graded on a curve right now when it comes to leaderboard, right? So even if you start betting right now, there are so many matches to get through. You could easily get top 10, top 5, just
I
by
mean-
being smarter than the average bear.
Lumi was telling me there's a ton of people who are sub 20% right now, which is
At
worse.
that point, you just make a new account, start over again for real.
Yeah.
Fantasy.bts.gg if you want to get in on the predicting and on the action and follow along the bracket. Guys, let's get ready to go into our next matchup.
All
It's
right.
Necrophos versus Pugna, a battle of the green, the sticky icky.
This one's weird.
This
Level
one's weird.
5. This is definitely going to be very intriguing. You got Ward. Even though it's level 1, it's going to be there. There's going to be 5 of them, likely. That could play a decent impact.
AoE has been king, and it's long range AoE. Nether Blast, longer
I agree
range,
with that.
Death Pulse, you got to get in close. It's like the Co-ops, you know? They didn't really use Scream. Once they got Sonic Wave, they started winning. Nether Blast is just much better than Death Pulse here. You've also got Ward. I think even without Ward, Pugna should be fine.
I mean, God, I hope he doesn't cast Ward, you know? Like, it would almost be better
Yeah.
for him just to
I
straight
want
up
him to
blast
cast it
every
just so it
single
would be
time.
funny to see.
Yep.
I think
It
Pugna.
is.
Should be Pugna.
Pugna may have a significant health disadvantage in a lot of other matchups, but here it's pretty neck and neck.
Armor
So-
doesn't matter here because it's a lot of spell damage.
Yep.
Right clicks could matter after the first round of spells, but I think the 5 level 3 blast just kills all the necros. Depending, I mean, heals.
All right.
yeah,
What if this happens? What if
Here we go.
what if Pugna somehow decreps himself to dodge a random right click, and Necro can actually walk up
Yes.
and heal through the blast as they come in?
There's no damage to force that out of him, though.
Yeah.
Even if it was a right click. Well, first of all, they're the same range. Nether Blast is going to be the same range as the right click, and second of all, it's a really slow auto attack as well.
I can't help but shake the feeling that something weird is going to happen.
Okay,
Yeah,
you go Necro then.
It's Pugna.
Go for it.
Pugna
No,
will
I'm
drop-
going for Pugna.
You go Necro.
Pugna
I'm
drops
winning right
wards,
now.
And Necro goes for
No,
the wards
Steven,
instead goes for Pugna.
I think you're onto something here with this
No, no,
Necro.
no, no. I'm just making stuff
Think
up. I'm
about
going
it
Pugna.
this way, Steven, all right? You're going to have the first blast come in. They're all going to heal each other.
That's a
right?
good point.
They're all going to heal each other, then they're going to get in their faces. You should definitely
We're about
Necro.
to learn. With
I don't know how Necro turns that into a win eventually, but you know.
No, you're right.
My boy Pugna is going to blast the hell out of Necrophos. I'm Pugna on this one.
Pugna.
Pugna.
Puggers.
Pugna all the way across the board. Let's get into round 1 of Pugna versus Necrophos, the level 5 matchup.
Please drop ward.
I feel like even if he drops ward, like what if Necrophos just starts attacking the ward? Could ignore Pugna entirely.
That sounds
And
really bad for Necro.
just, he's just like,
Yeah.
you know,
That sounds a really bad way for this to
the
go.
5-man spread.
They might even ghost trap themselves and take even more damage.
It's 1,250 AoE damage. Like you can't beat that with 650 HP.
Even with the heals. Like,
It is nighttime though.
Someone's going to amplify the damage for the
I think
bad.
nighttime just means they're more
Okay.
All the wards.
Okay.
Ow!
Okay.
Damn. They just got tased.
They actually did. They did drop it.
Yeah.
That's very promising. They're gonna do it.
They're going to 2-0 stomp this.
Yeah, I think it's
if
2-0.
that is anything to go by, it's 2-0.
With the items, guys. Let's see the
What if
items.
we see a pipe? What if-
Maybe the items could play.
What if we see 5 pipes?
I don't think it's going to matter.
Hood?
enough.
Something. I don't know
It'll
if
help.
the mitigation's going to be
Yeah,
good
it's
enough.
like you mitigate, but
Build-up's gonna be.
blade mail. Oh no.
Also,
Oh,
a
God.
priority of skill usage will be a problem.
Hold
here. They
up.
made life drain right
Yeah,
out
they
of the
made
bat.
life drain Zeb Blast.
Hey, real quickly, since this is based off of Dota buff, you guys playing Necrophos, build a hood, great item. I don't know. I'm not sure why that's there.
Yeah,
Why
that's
why
true.
that's not there rather instead
Yeah,
of the Veil
what's-
of Discord.
What's the casual? I don't think many Necros actually get blade mail. This is
Yeah, you're supposed to protect
dubious.
yourself against magic damage, guys. Like,
Maybe not in your bracket, guys. But
come on.
in the
Let's
Dota
let's
buff
be better.
bracket, apparently. So, do you think the blade mail is actually going to cause problems? For
I don't,
Pugna
I don't
here?
think so.
You don't
No,
think so?
I don't think so. I think Pugna will still win this.
Yeah,
They're gonna
we
get,
saw
like-
they plant the ward. If you plant
Yeah,
that
you
ward,
plant the ward, I think it's over.
You should just win.
All right. Well, I don't think we need to deliberate much further.
Yeah.
Predictions
Also-
for this matchup?
The Blitz was telling me when he did the open AI match,
Mhm.
he there was Necrophos in him, and even open AI bots do not take into account percentage-based damage or whatever it is. They use Reaper Scythe like a stun, basically.
Okay,
they
yeah.
open up with it
So
and
they're just
then
gonna go
try
and
and
do it.
fall damage up into it. These are easy bots. Like these guys are going to cast Reaper Scythe either not at all or they're going to do it in the very beginning where it does
Full
nothing.
health, yeah.
If they do it appropriately, then OpenAI is on blast for sure. That these easy bots can do it right.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going to happen here. I really don't know.
No, I think you do know.
Yeah,
You're going to see
Pugna's
5
gonna
wards.
blast the hell out of him after
You're going to see
wards.
5 wards and it's over.
The only, I mean, Necro does have more health, so if he blade mails all the damage, theoretically could win.
What if they
with some
both go
Reapers.
down at the same time?
Is
Double
there-
KO here, potentially.
Is there going to be a draw? Is it
I mean,
possible?
the thing is, like, because of this matchup, I think they're actually going to prioritize life drain over blast. We might not even see
Yeah.
blast.
That's true.
That's
And then you
sound-
have to Reaper Scythe in order
And
to
they're going
stop
to do
that.
all one. They're going to
Wait,
life
why
drain
is it
one
daytime
guy.
now?
Oh my god, it's just as
that
bad.
was-
Oh
it
man.
was uglier in some ways.
Did they pop the blade mail? I don't even know if they
I
did.
I think they did.
But I guess
it
the
doesn't
blade
do
mail,
anything.
yeah,
They
it
did.
doesn't reflect the ward damage anyway. So
Yeah.
easy peasy.
All right. Well, that means Pugna moves on. I
What
actually don't-
spell spurt was the Necrophos casting? He didn't
I
cast
have
Reaper
no
Scythe.
idea.
Was he just healing
I
himself?
think it was just healing himself. Yeah. It's so hard to see because there's like 5 lasers on
Yeah.
it. I mean, you can't see anything.
So that was one-sided.
That was pretty crazy.
Expected, I guess.
Unfortunate for Necrophos, he's now eliminated from TI.
Yep.
Back home you go, and better luck next year, I guess, before you can move on. Here we get a quick peek at the bracket.
Winner of that will go up against Ursa and Tusks.
That
Winner.
is slated to be our next matchup, I believe. Ursa versus Tusk.
Yep.
But if I'm not mistaken, I believe, gentlemen, we have a very important announcement from the commissioner of Bot TI. The commissioner, guys.
What's he got to say?
That's a big deal.
That's.
This must be very important.
Does this have to do with the blade mail incident that we were referencing earlier?
Now,
That's the
it's-
biggest controversy. I mean, since macros and TI qualifiers.
That's true.
It's been a rocky journey, I've heard, structuring, formulating, plotting out this whole battle arena, and there's been many hiccups along the way. It's not a perfect system, but it is a system that works, and there is going to be some notices and notifications that we're going to hear, and we have none other than the commissioner himself to bring us the latest update.
Hello, Bot TI, fans and viewers. This is Commissioner Blaze. We have disqualified Terrorblade due to reflection causing enemy easybots to not cast spells. Terrorblade's first round opponent, Mirana, will advance to the round of 64.
Big
Dude,
news.
I knew it. I knew that match was rigged, by the way. Didn't we watch that?
I don't remember.
Murata should have won that.
I don't
Murata
remember.
should have won that, and the stupid-ass reflection made it so she didn't cast Starstorm.
So
I'm glad Commissioner Blaze did that.
Does it overturn?
Screw you, Terrorblade. You got me a prediction wrong.
Oh, now your wrong predictions are being overturned, perhaps, or at least
Yeah,
nullified.
do I get those points back?
Yeah.
BTS, what's going on there?
That's not on me. We'll see. But sucks for Terrorblade. Immediate DQ. His ability doesn't
That's
work.
unfair. They work so hard to
You
get
know,
here.
so hopefully next year something gets fixed about his artificial intelligence and the interaction of his skills, because you can't really have a situation where your opponent can't do anything at all. That's just not right. So congratulations to Mirage. She advances on forward. Thanks again to Commissioner Blaze. We may be hearing more from him in the future. It's 115 heroes. There's lots of interactions. Not all of them are going to be perfect.
Can't wait for Rubik. That's
Yeah,
gonna be a fun
right?
one.
I remember we were talking about it, and I was like, Terrorblade, super low HP pool. You've got a nice AoE nuke coming out from every single one of them. Easy peasy, no mess whatsoever. Murata wins this handedly, and then it happens. They're just standing there. They're just right-clicking. And we're like, what's happening? Cast your spells.
Yeah, Mirana not really representing what she's all about, so we had to make the adjustment. All right, guys, let's get into it. Ursa versus Tusk. Battle of the Bruisers a bit right here. Level 5 matchup. You got one side that's pretty much trying to get in there to claw the damage away and get really close quartered, but we got Tusk. He's got, what does he see? He got level and sigil. He's got snowballs. 5 snowballs. Shards.
How will they use Snowball? Who knows? That's
I actually think Tusk wins this.
At level 5, I think so.
I think so, too.
I think the nukes will be enough. They're going to line up for it.
I think I have Ursa to win the series, but looking at this, it should be Tusk pretty good for the first one.
Yeah.
The funny part is, like, snowball damage, there's, like, very high variance, right? If you snowball and you just only hit one unit with nobody inside, it's going to do nothing. But if it actually picks up other people, loads the snowball with 5 people, and it rolls through other heroes, it can actually do a decent amount of AoE damage. But
Talking about 5-man snowballs. It's easy bots cap. I'm going Ursa. I don't believe in any 5-man snowballs.
Actually, I
I'm
think
going Ursa, guys.
You know what's going to happen? They're all going to snowball at the same time. They're
And
going to be right next to Ursa.
5-man clap.
then
And they're gonna
get
5-man
five-man
clap.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
That's
and,
one of 2 options, yeah.
and the thing is, even if all the nukes hit Ursa, I think Ursa still has enough to survive with like just 100 life. That's all they need.
Well, he doesn't have ulti, so he's going to die very quickly on 100
Yeah.
life. But
Yeah. But I mean,
I'm still sticking Tusk.
Yeah.
Because
It's gonna
I
be close.
think Snowball, the way it's going to react is they're going to cast it on damage. I don't think that they're going to use it as an initiation spell.
I think they will.
My dream is they
I'm pretty
do
sure.
use it as a
Negative.
spell. It's one Tusk who picks up the rest. They go,
And then they redo it?
Then the next one casts his snowball, and they jump in
One
that
by
one,
one.
and they go.
Yeah.
And it's just some sort of absolute clusterfuck.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping for. Let's get into it now. Round number 1, Tusk versus Ursa, level 5.
Well, so you're on Team Ursa, Steve?
Oh,
I'm Team Ursa.
I'm Team Ursa, too.
I'm gonna go with Tusk.
And Cap was also Tusk.
Toshka.
Okay, we got 2-2 split.
Who's ready for a fight?
They're going to
See,
snowball the moment they
the
see them.
Snowball right away. I'm
think
feeling
so,
it
too.
too.
It's
I
like
think so, too.
Oh, don't do it.
Bots think it's an
Throw
initiation.
ice shards.
They're not going to throw ice shards until after the fact.
Snowball. Snowball.
No.
5 of
Oh,
them.
it's
Ice
not.
shards.
What?
No,
They did
look,
both
look.
at the same time.
And then you start
Clap,
clapping.
clap, clap.
Oh, now the Ursa comeback.
Wait, they're not
They're
clapping.
blocked. The ice shard block.
Oh, just kill that
Come on,
one in the
please.
middle.
Please clap.
All right, now
No,
start
the
snowballing.
Ursa's too
Oh,
tanky.
no.
There
Start
it
snow
is.
sharding.
No!
Earthshock has like
Oh
a
my
4-second
God.
cooldown, 5-second cooldown. That's a very low cooldown clap.
I'm really
Well,
disappointed in my
I saw
boy
a
Tusk.
Complexity Melons playing one of those Ursas. You know, it's over when you got Melons playing the Ursa.
The 5
You were right.
snowballs at once.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think it gets any easier for him. I'm not too sure if
Yeah, Ursa with
uppercut pulls him back into
Well,
this or
you've
not.
got a stun, and you've got 10k net worth, so I don't know what that looks like on a Tusk.
It
but
depends.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I'm the
That's
They
a
gave him
hard.
some
That's a hard
damage.
punch.
Ooh,
That is a hard walrus punch.
I think it would look better if Ursa had like an Axe here to get the ulti off during stun. But you know, as long as Ursa casts ulti and doesn't silence himself with his Mask of Madness, please.
This is a
they're
tough
all
one.
gonna.
Is
pa-
Mask
they're
of
gonna
Madness
hit
the new
us.
Yule
They're
Scepter?
gonna.
Is he
Let's
gonna
go,
silence
Tusk.
himself?
They're gonna hit Mask of Madness, and they're all gonna get punched with an uppercut.
This is a tough one.
Yeah. I'm sticking with Ursa.
I think Tusk will win this.
Gotta believe in Ursa. He's got Basher, man. You're gonna bash the hell out of him. Just even if he casts Master Madness, he's still gonna bash.
This
I'm
one's
going
tough.
with Tusk.
This is so much
Again.
more AoE damage.
Tusk got 40 XP. Like, what is that? That's useless. Ursa, at 8 strength, 16 agi. He's got the stat advantage.
I'm gonna go with
150
Tusk.
snowball damage
I think Tusk will win
is
this.
a lot of extra damage.
I mean,
Alright.
they have some really good right-click items too.
We're Tusk on this couch. What do you
I'm
guys?
Tusk. Yeah.
Tusk.
Ursa.
All right.
I gotta go against you guys if I want to catch up with my predictions here. So
I can.
I will
I can
choose
drop.
this
I can drop one.
battlefield,
Well, I hope I'm on the right side of things for this one then.
or I'm gonna sink
Come
even
on,
further
walrus
behind.
punch. I don't think they'll all punch one person. Like once they see the one is in the air, they're like,
It-
okay, I'll get the next guy.
I mean, if Ursa uses ulti at a decent time, he's just gonna mitigate too much damage here. That's how I see it.
I think Ursa will ulti the moment they see the Tusk.
Oh, that's true.
That's okay.
And then,
though.
but then they're gonna snowball, and then there's gonna be a long delay.
no,
Yep.
he's.
Oh, oh, yes. Okay, they're
They're
avoiding the ult.
surrounded.
Oh, only
Get
one
inside the
ulti.
pit.
Uppercut
Get inside
up.
the
The
pit.
snowball damage.
Punch up!
Look, how are you gonna
The
win that?
Thunderdome.
Punch up! They did
They
it.
got the full circle. It was a
The
full ice
icy
shard circle.
One hero, 2 heroes enter. 1 hero leaves.
Are you kidding me? 2 heroes? That was like 4 Tusks and 1 Ursa.
That was perfect.
Okay.
All right.
I'm doubling down. Ursa for 25. He's got this. I don't even care what items.
He's got an Aghanim Scepter this
Yeah,
time
it's got the
around.
Ags. Yeah, easy peasy.
And rage duration is pretty important as well. But
That walrus
the
punch.
kick. You thought they were isolated before, gods.
Oh.
And the
when they
20
were
the
surrounded
25
by
talent.
ice shards.
All right.
But
I
now
don't know what they're gonna do
gonna
with this
get
kick.
punched and kicked out of. Oh man.
What if they
believe in
prioritize
Fuzzy
the kick
Wuzzy.
first, and like, haha, and they start kicking him across the ring?
No, another-
It's just it's
And then he's
thing
throwing
is-
ice shards at him, keeps kicking him around.
They have Silver Edge. They're
Tusk.
going to use it.
Tusk.
There's not going to be any damage. I think Tusk is going to win this.
I'm still with Tusk on
Ursa's
this one.
got this, guys.
You're riding Ursa, ride or die.
Yep.
Tusk.
JK, I'm gonna go Ursa.
You are?
Yes.
You guys are going to be surprised.
I think Tusk got it unless he like
He
totally
fluked it.
does
He
something
got like
stupid
the.
with
I
Grom.
can't believe the bots got such good ice shards in that last matchup. That is unheard of.
I'm nervous they're going to set up another beautiful fight pit like that and then kick him out and then be stuck on the inside.
I mean, even if that happens, I think it's fine. Like, there's going to be ice shards everywhere. They're going to kick them all over the place. These Ursas are going to run out. They're in rage. And then the Tusk is just going to win the right-click battle.
Yeah, I'm still
You know
right
why?
with Tusk.
Because we're going to see a ton of walrus punches.
Yeah. 12% Walrus punch.
Like, this Ursa is going to be in the air the entire time. All right, maybe not
I
that
think a
extreme.
couple Ursas.
But
I think 1 or 2 Ursas die pretty early. But I think with 2,800 HP,
easy Tusk.
2 Tusk
life
here,
steal.
2
All right.
Ursa there.
Maybe not easy Tusk,
Yep.
but Tusk.
Let's go.
Team Ursa.
This will be a throwdown
What did you
for
pick,
sure.
Dakota?
Tusk.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
in-
we're the Tusk
I'm on the
side.
Tusk wheel here.
Still not liking the Mask of Madness pickup.
Yeah, honestly, the Mask of Madness. If it was Satanic or something, oh,
Yeah.
it'd be easy.
Casual Mask even sounds
We're going to
better.
see snowballs
True.
into...
All right.
Okay, this
That's
is fine.
okay,
They
stick
did not
together,
get the
stick
dome.
together.
And then-
Ags, use your ulti.
And then kick him, and
Use
then
your
punch
ulti,
him.
Ursa.
Kick and punch and
All
kick
right,
and
now
punch.
just win the right click
Punch
battle.
and kick.
And then they're
The
going to
right-click
Silver
battle.
Edge and kick him.
Oh, they're just
Oh,
dancing
it was
on him.
easy.
Oh, wait.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They're just kicking him. Get the fuck out of my ring. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was.
Oh, Jesus.
They censored the end of that one.
Yeah, it was too bad. Oh, that was just a straight up Fight Club right there. I like that.
Okay.
I don't know how
man.
far
Tusk-
Tusk can go with that kind of behavior,
It's
but
not bad.
he's a
I think
true
it's pretty,
contender.
that's pretty good.
He's
he puts on a show.
truly embracing the fight arena aspect
I
of
like
this.
that.
It's a melee hero that doesn't lose to ranged heroes just because
Yeah.
Snowball is initiation. So
Definitely one of the more
He's-
entertaining fighters we've seen in the pit so far.
Yeah.
He now has to face the Pugna. What do you think about
I-
that?
oh, you just
You should crush Pugna, right?
I think he destroys.
Pugna's way too squishy. And you've got low mana cost spells, so you're not going to die to the Death Ward or whatever
I
it
mean,
is, Nether
That's
Ward.
true.
You don't
I
take
think-
damage when you cast Snowball.
I think
Right.
Tusk might lose level 5, but he should win 15-25.
Yeah, I agree
Like,
on
that's
that.
the only way.
I could see him losing 5.
That will be fun to watch in the round of 64. We continue on with the round of 128, though.
Yeah.
On to the next matchup. Bloodseeker versus Oracle. I love Oracle. I'm a big Oracle user. I have no idea how the AI is even going to try to interact his
Whoa.
abilities.
That's a lot of
6 branches.
Obviously, Lumi had to run this match many times for it to work appropriately with that many branches. I do
Okay.
like they do it the 1-1-3 though. That
I-
3 Purifying Flames does a lot of damage.
I thought this was supposed to be Dota buff skill builds. There's no way Bloodseeker ever does this build at level 5.
Max
There's
out
some
blood, right?
tweaks because, like, CM's not going to get aura. Like CM when we saw in this got 0 points in aura because it's just not good.
Yeah.
So there is some changes.
Okay.
I'm surprised. I feel like it should be like a 1-1-1-3. That would be more reasonable, but
All right, well,
so
it's
I think this is Bloodseeker. then.
Bloodseeker.
Yeah, guys, but what if the Oracle's somehow smart and Cat's like Fate's Edict on
No,
every
ain't happening.
Bloodseeker out there?
Not
Can't
happening.
even right click.
Big,
Bloodseeker.
big
you
AoE
should
nuke.
at
Easy peasy.
least 1 or 2 Bloodseekers should end up dead.
I
at
think
the
they
end
would
of
just team wipe them with 5 blood rides though.
It
They'll
takes
get-
too
I mean,
long to
no,
go off.
because
They'll get
the
3
They'll
Purifying
get
Flames
off
on
the
one
first
guy.
round of like
Of nukes.
purifying
They'll just,
flames
like,
and
boop,
blow
boop, boop.
somebody up.
And
I
one will
don't even
die.
think that
But
will
then-
happen because the Blood Rite cast range is so far that
They'll cast it and then
the
start
or-
running in
yeah,
because
exactly.
their mindset's always to run
you
at
know
the
what?
enemy.
Exactly.
so.
Dude, I feel like the Oracle's going to lead in, and he's going to want to use the Q. and he's gonna sit there
And
charging
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then he's stuck in
Gonna
the
get
blood
silenced,
right,
yeah.
and then just gets blown up.
Yeah.
I think Oracle's just gonna get slaughtered here.
I
Yeah,
think so too.
Yep.
Bloodseeker, I'm sure, wins this.
This
but-
looks like one of our more one-sided matchups to me.
All right, I'm curious to see how round 1 bodes here.
unless Bloodright doesn't get cast.
Yeah, I mean maybe that's why
For
there's so
some
many
weird reason.
branches.
There's no way, right? It's daytime too.
All of a sudden, they're getting disarmed. They
I
can't
mean-
right-click.
Maybe they'll pass on Bloodright the later rounds and they'll favor his ultimate instead. But
I think you're right, Dakota. They're actually going to try channel their
God.
their first spell.
What
though.
if they Purifying Flames themselves? Make themselves low to
they're like,
thirst.
oh god, I'm dying.
Heal him, quick, guys!
They're gonna start channeling maybe.
No.
Bloodseeker?
Oh,
They
executed.
just straight up do the
They
purifying
took a while.
flames.
Okay.
No, they're
Oh, they
fine.
AoE
But
damage.
they're still fine.
Oh.
They're still fine.
Oh.
Yeah, they took a while to
They
get
took
those
a while.
blood rights off, but
Props to Oracle. He didn't just
Yeah,
sit there
so
and
he killed
channel.
one or two, yeah.
They did what Cap said, and they just did all the flames
Yep.
on one guy, instantly got rid of him, and they're like, that's it, boys. That's all we got.
Oracle's one of those here that does not benefit from items though.
Also, these bots never cast their abilities as far as they can. Right? Like,
Yeah, they-
we know they can cast it really far away, but they actually get within 600
They wait
range.
till like they're actually
Yeah.
engaged. Like there's a okay, I'm gonna fight now. Use spells. When you're
Kaya, Ag,
it's-
Yeah,
cast range.
that means that they can purifying flames super fast,
Yeah,
like back to back.
Yo, if there wasn't Blade Mail on
But Blade
Bloodseeker,
Mail-
I think Oracle would actually win this.
I-
The Blade Mail is the only reason that I might not go for Oracle here.
Oh, I'm gonna go Bloodseeker though.
I think I still have to go with
regardless,
Bloodseeker.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
Could
I
they
would go-
somehow get off enough false promises to survive and nuke down the Bloodseekers before they could win on time? Like
Absolutely.
they kill
It-
before false promise ends, and they actually die.
If they all false promise themselves and then just spam their nukes, yeah, on the blade mails, yeah, sure, that
I
can
mean, they
work.
all have ags. That is a lot of nuke.
I think the problem here is just that Bloodright is too powerful.
Yeah, it's, the silence
The
aspect
silence is just too good.
Is
Yeah,
very
if they
good.
don't get the
Yeah,
false
how
promise
long
off,
does the
it's over.
silence last?
Like
Level
4 seconds, 4 or 5.
It's like
It's pretty long.
it's just the question of whether or not Oracle can survive long enough with pretty much just mech during that time to be
I
able
don't
to
think
get
so.
out. And
What if-
I'm not sure if he can.
It's a shame because he might get grease in the next round, and imagine if he was able to pop the grease right after the silence and be able to.
Oh,
do
they
more
wouldn't
work.
do that. They would pop it immediately
Hey,
after.
I don't know.
This
one
is where
hit.
they want the Yule Scepter for the self-Yules.
That's true.
You know what? That would have actually been a more
That would have been
probable
amazing.
pickup than Kaya or whatever.
Yeah.
And Yules for Oracle
Yeah.
may have actually helped him in this
Plus,
case.
Purifying Flames does around like 400 damage as a nuke.
It's like 375. or
So
something like
you're
that.
talking 2,000 damage, include a Kaya. Like, I'm not sure if you actually blow up that Bloodseeker if you hit him with 5 of them.
I'm just actually just a little bit scared for Bloodseeker here.
They'll kill a
just,
few for sure.
just because of Rupture, because they're gonna cast
Yeah.
that first.
Yeah, it was.
It gives them a little
They're all
window.
going to cast
yeah,
rupture
and it's,
and then
it's
run
gonna be
in.
useless.
Yeah, they might rupture and then blood right and then run in.
Okay,
I don't know though.
Do I take the leap here?
I'm gonna lock in Bloodseeker.
I think you're brave if you pick Oracle here.
Do
I'm
not bet against Blade
I'm
now,
not
guys.
brave. I'm going Bloodseeker. On
I mean,
this
I'm
one
still
again.
leading, so I can throw away 1 or 2,
Go for it. Oracle.
or make the huge play and make even a bigger leap ahead. I'm
Damn.
gonna go with Oracle just for the hell of it.
I mean, that's a big play if he wins this.
I'm gonna go with Oracle just for the hell of it.
Damn it, Steven. I was going to go Oracle.
All right, just
You
do
go,
it.
Oracle.
Just do it.
But no. But now I need to gain points on Steven now.
But you gotta pick your battles, Joe. If you think Oracle's gonna win, this is not your battle to take.
Bloodseeker.
Parker, you said
I
Bloodseeker
had
as well?
Bloodseeker, yeah.
All right, so just Steven on Oracle. Let's check it out, level 15. Match point for
You're
Seeker.
a Bloodseeker, it's good.
I'm Bloodseeker. I'm
Okay.
Bloodseeker. I love Oracle, but
I'm pretty sure
I
I
don't have
lost.
faith that they're going to
I'm pretty sure I
cast
lost,
everything
but
so well.
It's Blade Mail.
I
Like
think even with AI
Ah.
instincts, Bloodseeker should have this one.
I don't trust in the bot's ability to use false promise too.
They're probably going to instantly false promise whoever gets
The first person.
the
Can
first
they,
rupture
Can
They'll,
they
like,
stack
fire-
it accidentally?
I think
Excuse
they
No,
might.
me?
they're
All right, I
silenced.
lost.
They're
It's over.
silenced. It's over.
They're just
Yeah.
popping their blade
Just
mails.
over.
all right. I was feeling generous.
If they had Yules and maybe all did like a defensive Yules at that very
Ah.
moment and then fell and then casted false promise, like maybe.
That was
but
worse than the first round.
Yeah.
They didn't
They,
even
they
try
all in
and
full
false
health.
promise.
They
They all in
actually
full
did 0
health.
damage. Yeah.
Condolences,
close.
Oracle. Hope for a better seeding
all right.
next year.
I think
You're out.
Oracle is one of those garbage tier heroes in this.
Oh,
Yeah. It's
I
not,
would
not
say-
a lot of hope.
I would
If
say
you had-
bottom 10.
If it was like controlled by like pro players may be different because you could use false promise and then just spam your purifying flames.
I think if it was actually like pro player versus pro player, I think it's actually impossible to lose with Oracle if you outskill them. Like, because you can infinitely disarm, infinitely keep everyone alive. Pretty
Fate's
much.
Edict, Fate's Edict. keep
There's
people
some
alive.
matchups which you still get silenced. That was the thing. That's where you have to rely on items theoretically.
I guess we have to swap out the bots
But
and put in humans and do normal TI at that point, right? Normal
There you
TI, bot TI.
Actually, I
Yeah,
think you're right.
human
Rupture's too
bot
good.
TI.
I think you're right.
To
Rupture's
be
too
honest,
good.
you can't expect the easy bots to know how to play Oracle. Most players that I've run into don't know how to play Oracle, so
That's true.
it's poor easy bots.
Congratulations,
floundering.
Bloodseeker. You are going to be going into the next round to face the winner of our next matchup, Doom versus Death Prophet.
Ooh.
That's an interesting one.
This is going to be a pretty good one. Got Soul Siphon.
All right,
From
starting with
all
level
of them.
5.
Are they going to target one person? Are they going to each pick a Doom to actually Soul Siphon?
Look,
I think Doom wins
Doom's
the
got
first
level
one.
5. He's,
No silence at level 1.
the heal from your W is too strong. I
The
think.
damage stacks too.
Yeah.
So I think Doom
There you
should have this.
way higher
Also,
health.
it should be 0, 2, 3, if anything, right? That skill build on Doom.
Yeah. How does he have?
Why
one
does
on-
he have Doom?
Yeah,
why
that's
does he have
unfair.
Devour, guys?
Watch him go. Isn't there neutral creeps in the map? Watch him just
Oh,
leave.
there-
Listen, Crystal
Oh,
Maiden.
there is
He's
neutral
going to
creeps.
run up to the neutral creep.
Yeah,
Like, hold on,
yeah.
guys. I got a
We're gonna
centaur
see some
here.
jungling.
Oh, God.
I'd still go with Doom.
I
Scorched
think
Earth
I still
is
go
good.
with Doom.
Yeah.
If that's the case, they all just eat one creep and they go.
Yeah,
fight.
they get an aura or
They
something.
don't go for the creep.
Oh, that's
They're
right.
not going to go for the
They
creep. They're
might.
going to
You never
run in cast Scorched Earth.
But
and
what if they
Infernal
end?
Blade
Yeah.
them all.
What if because they go for the neutrals, they end up running into Death Prophet like one by one?
Yeah, that's what we've seen happen with some of the junglers.
So I am actually gonna go Death.
Is that what
I don't
happened?
know, dude. I would.
We
You
saw that
really
with the
think
Chen
Doom's gonna go to the
Enchantress.
neutral
Really?
camp?
We're like,
I already forgot if they split off.
They split off. One went to one camp, someone to another. One
Yeah.
ran into the middle. You know. It was-
So these junglers, they give them an extra like 20 seconds or 30 seconds.
I mean,
at
but the
start,
big
right?
difference here is that you instantly kill them, right? In the other jungling matchups,
yeah,
they
yeah.
would control and then they slowly kill it. This one is just instant. So.
I'll
I don't
stick
even
with
know if
Doom.
he's going to go to the jungle, guys.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
Doom might
whatever.
just go right in and fight.
Regardless of what happens, I
I feel like
think
Doom has got this one.
Doom.
I'm good with Doom.
Death Prophet.
Death Prophet. Anyone else for Death Prophet?
No.
No? All right. Let's check out round 1. Death Prophet versus Doom. Level 5 matchup. Fight.
Yeah, they're gonna go jungle now.
Conga line to the
Oh,
jungle.
all right, everyone eat something.
A
Everyone eat
satyr
something.
creep. Oh, the
Oh,
poor
yeah.
family.
Wait, what?
They don't.
What?
They're like not satisfied
What is
with this
this?
creep.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
What?
No, they gotta wait to the counter. They'll go at 0, but they're split up.
What?
Oh.
So they don't know what to take. They're like, this
Oh,
guy
what?
doesn't have a skill, so we're not going to take it.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is bad.
No, this is
Spread
look,
out.
They still
Where
got
is Death
Scorched Earth.
Prophet?
What?
No, they're regrouping. They're regrouping.
Okay,
Why
they're
are
good.
they
We're good.
regrouping?
We're safe.
Oh, that Doom is just way
Oh,
out.
God,
He's
that-
going to take all of it.
That's okay. They didn't get
that-
the
that is very
multi-hero.
bad.
Okay, we're
Death
good.
Prophet.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, even
Oh,
the
Shockwave.
shockwave.
No, Death Prophet just
Oh
crushed
god,
it.
it's close.
Uh-oh, this is gonna be close.
Oh, this is gonna be
Nah,
so
it's
close.
Oh my
Super
God,
Siphon.
the
They're
Doom's
going
not
to the right.
taking it.
Get him!
Oh, no! There we go.
Bitch!
Okay. All right.
That dude was
too close.
AFK for like a good 2
He's
seconds.
like,
too.
I want to watch this first. All right, I'm in.
Let's make it
Yo,
close.
you know what that was? They won because of the satyr.
Yeah,
the
it was.
satyr
It was.
aura.
You're right.
It's the
He's like,
aura,
I'll
it's the
regen a bit.
shockwave.
I'm going to
God.
regen.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's bullshit. I want a redo. I want a different creep. Give him the tornado creep or some shit.
Oh,
That's
I
right,
should have
because
I
won
can't
that.
believe he
That
actually
was
went
too
to the
close.
neutral camp. and
It's like your
everything.
pubs when that Doom gets that satyr. You know you lost that lane.
You gave him the best possible creep. Come on,
That's
BTS.
RNG there, sir. Round number 2. This time the
Aeon
Doom's
Disc.
got a Shadow Blade and some evasion.
Do you use Doom before Exorcism? That's kind of the question here, right?
Yep, that's
Which
pretty
which
much
comes
it.
out first?
I think Death Prophet will win this.
Yeah,
I think
Death Prophet's going to get at least 3 or 4 exorcism off.
She won't.
Maybe one won't
She
be
won't
able
get
to.
the Spirit Siphons as much probably because of the Doom.
I think that one's irrelevant. Yeah, I think it's just comes down to the exorcism. And
Doom has 0 armor. Well, 3, but he didn't buy any armor items, which is
and
pretty
yeah,
questionable.
yeah, even if DP gets doomed, she still does 200 damage almost.
Yep.
That's crazy.
DP.
If Doom somehow like dooms 3 different Death Prophets
yeah.
before they get off Exorcism, then it's possible because the other 2 get off their Exorcism, but it's split between 5 different heroes that are all healing pretty well. But I think it's more likely they all doom 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think so too. And they might do that jungle thing too, and just die to exorcism alone kind of thing, or just right clicks even. So
Death Prophet. Are
Death
we all on
Prophet.
Death Prophet?
I'm on Death Prophet.
Death Prophet here.
Death Prophet.
We're all Death Prophet.
Shit.
There's no chance that Doom can get close enough to get off multiple Dooms before Exorcism. It would just, I don't know. Death Prophet would have to like self-Yules land and
Oh,
get
look at them.
Doom.
They're scooting
Okay,
to the
all right.
jungle.
All right, this time.
Oh,
it's,
shit. Now you give him a hell bear.
and they're like,
wait, they don't want it.
It's the same thing as last time.
They're
where-
like, he doesn't have a skill. I don't want that.
That is such a good skill because
That
that,
is so
gives you
good.
magic resist.
oh, they've got plus armor now against extras. Now they've got the plus armor. That +3 armor to your entire Dooms.
Oh
It's
god. Oh
I mean, this is
God.
again not looking good for Dooms.
That looks
Yeah.
really bad.
Oh,
for Doom.
they flank each side. Early Doom?
This is good if they early exorcism.
They don't
But
early
they're not doing it.
exorcism. They're
Get
reading
them
the
off before
situation perfectly.
Ooh, one Aeon disc proc.
Bait out the Aeon
oh.
disc.
Oh, Exorcism's coming out.
Oh, it's
Oh,
over.
It's
multiple
over.
Doom.
It's over.
Oh, it's
Okay.
over.
It's over.
It's close still, right?
It is.
Wait, there's no
it is
damage
very
because of
close.
They
Yes.
offensive Yule.
Wait, what?
Hello?
Game? The recording was incomplete.
So we
What
don't
is this
know.
bias?
This one's Lumi's
Hello?
fault.
What
This
is
one's
this
Lumi's
bias?
fault.
Admin.
Something
1,000
happened.
Can we get the
1,000%.
tournament admin
That
in
was
here?
that was gonna be close. What just happened?
All right, well, we're going to need to hear a result here from our in-house
All right, who won?
commissioner.
I'm
I
pretty sure
suppose.
DP won.
I don't know, dude.
I think there was only one or maybe 2 exorcisms.
Yeah,
out. There
and-
was not many exorcisms.
The Aeon discs honestly were not great for them because then it
Because it
just
didn't do no
kills.
damage. Too.
Yeah.
I feel like Doom was gonna win.
All right, well, we have to see the 25. That's the only way.
I mean, if there is a 25,
Yeah, I
then
mean,
we
there-
know
there
the
we
go.
result. So I guess if there's a third round, we'll know the outcome. Well, was there a third round?
Man, how did Doom do so much damage?
He has the heal and the
Infernal Blade is
yeah.
nuts.
And he had enough Dooms go out, so
I'm
Yeah.
assuming
That last Doom that straggled in and got a third Death Prophet doomed, even if it already had exorcism out.
If-
I
the
also,
damage stacks,
it
right?
did not seem like there was many exorcisms out.
yeah. I
I think it was like 2.
it looked like 2,
It
I
looked like
think.
2.
well, if there's
they
not.
I should have gone Doom.
All right.
Oh, it's
Oh,
fixed.
that's
So we got to play it again.
All right, don't worry, guys. We get our ending.
Oh, thank
Doom.
goodness.
Put the
I changed
forks.
my prediction to Doom.
Put the forks
It's great
down.
because it's not even certain Doom was going to win that one, but it looked like it was going to be close.
So is this the exact same recording?
I guess so, yeah,
Looks
but with
like
the
it.
actual ending.
What? Bot TI is not live? This is rigged, guys? What is this?
This one was so close.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, very
This
close.
whole variable with the Dooms being out in front is definitely
Yeah, The
is a
halberds,
game
the
changer
disarm.
for sure.
Like they had to play 4 versus 5 because this Doom is just
This first Doom
gone.
just eats Crypt Swarms.
Yeah.
All
all
he takes
day.
is an Aeon disc out, and
All
that's
right.
actually good for Death Prophet.
Yeah, it looks like 2.
Two.
Yeah, it looks like 2. Man, that Yules, defensive Yules for your opponent. Who said they fixed it?
We
Okay,
fixed
well, we got trolled,
it.
folks.
It's fixed.
It's fixed.
Well, we got trolled. I guess we'll find out if there's a round 3, then that means Doom lost.
Are we supposed to reenact
Right?
it? Is that what's happening?
Well,
They cut to
well,
us and we reenact it?
Round 3.
Is this round 3?
No.
No.
This is
We're watching it again.
round 3 of the same level 15.
Guys.
Man, these bots got to work for their money
Yeah,
here.
the players are getting tired.
I feel like we're in Groundhog Day here.
Will this be the one where we make it pass?
We just need to see like 2 or 3 more seconds of it. It's so close.
Round 1 was Doom, right? Doom barely took it in round 1.
Yes.
yeah.
Barely.
And this is going to be another very close nail biter.
Alright, here we go. This first guy just
Yeah.
gets
Will he
blasted.
make it?
Dead again, sir.
How did you know?
That front Death Prophet
yeah.
was mid exorcism cast when she gets doomed too. Oh,
All right.
Are we going to
The
get trolled
Yule
again?
Scepter limiting the targets for exorcism
or
is
pass.
really
Oh, we
valuable.
made it past.
Death Prophet has
Alright,
this,
it's
right?
over. It's over.
Oh, that Death Prophet's kiting.
Yeah, it's over. Okay. Yeah, so we were
Oh,
right. That was very
the
close.
Silver Edge.
Chase
Make
her
the
down.
big play.
Wait for exorcism to wear off.
You fool, dude.
No.
He didn't use it for
Why
a
couldn't
blade.
you wait?
That was very close.
She'll be full health, I guess, after that.
Hey,
so.
just to be clear, our predictions locked in, so it wasn't possible for anybody to change their prediction if they did try that. I'm just saying.
Well, we get a game 3 or round 3 rather because of that, and we'll see if the level 25 and item matchup is going to be more favorable for Doom or for Death Prophet here. All right, let's see.
He has armor.
You have Ags, and yeah, you're right. He has armor this time.
Man, this is actually so hard to
she-
guess.
Yeah.
More spirits.
Hex seems pretty good because you're going to hex the dooms before they use doom, I want to say.
I think the silence going off early was really important because
One of
for-
them might have been doomed immediately.
yeah, if like first of all, one of them might have been doomed earlier, but also they wouldn't have been able to get off any Infernal Blades during that time.
Yeah.
And that's like a huge part of their damage as the dooms. So even if you ignore like the Doom versus Exorcism initiation, I think the silence is actually really important. So I think Death Prophet wins this.
Yep.
Just because I think it's more likely we're not going to lose that advantage that she had.
Remember, very likely that the Dooms will split up again, and that first Doom might just eat all the silences.
Like that one Doom was super far forward. Like in our first round, right, they were at least kind of congregated.
He was like the drummer in like the Revolutionary War who just has to run down there and has no weapons. He's like, I'm just for you guys. I'll take the heat. He might eat all the silences, and then everyone else gets out scot-free.
I'm going to stick with Death Prophet.
All right.
My prediction, my fantasy.bts.gg prediction. Got to stick with it.
Good plug. Good plug.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is tough.
GG.bet helping us out.
I think Doom will actually win this.
Doom?
I think Doom will win this.
Death Prophet.
Death Prophet.
Death Prophet. I'm back on that bandwagon again here.
So Steven,
Alright,
go
I'm
further
giving you
ahead
guys-
or
Give me guys a chance again.
even you got the last one wrong
We gotta
when you were
catch
alone.
up.
So this
I
this
know.
would even it up, I think, between
By
you
a
and
little
Cap
bit.
maybe.
No, Cavalry
No,
threw it
I've-
away.
I've gotten.
Cap threw it
Okay,
away.
several
I
behind.
threw it away with Ursa.
Oh, did you?
I like tripled down on Ursa and lost every single time.
I'm bandwagoning and slowly creeping
Let's
back
go
in.
Doom. I believe in you
Alright.
guys.
The stagger play.
Oh, the
Very-
Centaur.
That's not bad.
That's value.
No Satan.
I like how
okay.
one guy goes,
Oh,
I guess
no,
I
it's the
guess I'll
same
jungle.
thing.
Dude, oh, this is so bad for me already.
It's that happened most times. Oh,
Oh, another Centaur.
These could play a critical role in the
They should
Doom's game plan.
parries. That blocks so much
Okay,
crypto
okay,
damage.
it's okay. They grouped up. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine. I'm okay with this.
One Doom will straggle in, which is fine.
All right, here we go. All the Scorched
They're all
Earth,
together. The more
please,
together,
Doom.
they're all
I feel
together.
like if the middle was a
Silence,
high
silence,
ground.
silence.
Oh, the silence, no!
Hex?
No
I don't-
exorcism, right?
That's a lot
Wait,
of
one
shivers.
Doom?
there they are.
Exorcisms?
There they are. There they are.
How many extras?
Is it too
that?
late?
It looks like
It is. Death Prophet.
Oh,
right?
all the
Centaur stuns.
Nah,
Yeah,
oh,
Death
that's just
Prophet.
too much.
It's over. I lost. I lost.
They take
They-
two down, but
close.
I mean, if
eventually
they
the
actually
exorcism-
got
They exorcism so much faster this time.
yeah, and they also did not get any Infernal Blade damage, and they were just like chain silence.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. Well,
Lot of mess up.
another
Congratulations,
throwaway.
Death
It's
Prophet.
hard to see what's going on when there's 10 shivers being used.
Yeah.
It was just like, this is icy mess on my screen.
Death Prophet did good, but I would not feel confident for her. Like again, she's not a strong level 5er.
Yeah.
And level
Well-
15 could be taken away easily. Like she looks great in level 25, but like next round she plays Bloodseeker, and I think Bloodright would just wreck her. You know.
I actually think that a major advantage that this hero has over many of the others is that her late game build includes Aeon Disc. So every single one of the heroes that relies on some sort of burst damage is actually going to feel really bad about that. Say in level 15 matchup with Bloodseeker, you have Aeon Disc. That goes down, you're only going to give him down to 70%.
Yeah.
Because all the rest of the nuke damage that like follows up.
All the
is-
blood rights
is
are going to
gonna
get
blocked.
negated pretty
Yeah.
much.
Man, Oracle should have had an Aeon Disc.
Yeah,
That would have helped a
that's
lot. I think that with that match, that completes Quadrant B of this Bot TI bracket. I assume here, production may need to correct me, that we will be moving forward into Quadrant C,
Yeah, I think we have some more matches to go through.
and that would mean Viper
Oh, it's
versus AM
close. Look
is
at
the
this.
next matchup.
Where are we
I'm not
at?
too sure.
65.
13, 14, 14, 15.
I'm only 2 behind.
Yeah, that's actually very
yeah,
close.
That's
Very
okay.
close.
All right. We're all here. All right, here we go. So here's our new bracket that we're going to be heading into of this quadrant, guys. Leading out of the gate is Zeus, who's got the bye. He'll be waiting in the round of 64. It says round of 16 there, but that's round of 64 heroes. We got Viper and Anti-Mage coming up, followed by Visage, Magnus, Clinks, Rubik, and then plenty more to come after that. Some potential high rollers in there. The Abaddon, I'm actually super curious about. I feel like he could be in the tournament for a long time.
He could get knocked out really early too. It's versus Lone Druid. That's got to be one of the weirdest.
Oh, that's true
That's
too.
true, huh?
If they have bears out, they literally try and kill all of the bears
no.
before the heroes.
Abaddon could have a-
Abaddon could
that could
wreck
be a-
almost everybody in this entire tournament, but
he
he
gets
just
them one
run into
bad
the
scene.
worst hero.
Yeah, he's the guy who's meant to stop the
Oh,
tides, the tide hunters from winning.
The,
Like,
the worst part too is they're probably going to give him Radiance, and they're going to have 5 Radiance, and then like, what do you do?
on the bear.
No, for
on
Abaddon.
Abaddon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not going to be enough
Radiance
damage to kill the
isn't
Spirit
good.
Bear.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus.
Wait, prediction stats and break? I'm sorry, I did not quite get... I'm at 70. We got 75, 65, 70. Who's 75?
am on
Aosin?
70.
You're
Aosin
currently leader of the couch right
By
now.
one prediction
one.
only, though.
Just
By
So
one
it's-
prediction. So that could change
close.
real quick. Guys, if you want to get in on your own predictions and count your points, you can check it out, of course, at fantasy.bts.gg. Shout outs to gg.bet for help supporting Bot TI. We're going to cut to a small break. When we return, more Bot TI action. Blah, blah. What's going on, everybody? Whoa. Welcome on back. That's right, Cap. Let's get into it now. More Bot TI action here coming at you live from the Summit House in beautiful Los Angeles, California. Cap, you just moved to
Yeah.
California. How is it living on the sun? It seriously was 114 yesterday.
Okay, so
114.
So here's been
What?
my day so far. I came back from the hub. We found our apartment while we were here for the hub. Came back, packed up, fixed everything. 2 days ago, I drove 18 hours with a U-Haul truck and a trailer towing my car.
Wow.
Drove from Portland, Oregon, down to about Bakersfield, California. Then I got up yesterday morning at about 4 a.m., drove another 2, maybe 2.5 hours from Bakersfield to get here into LA. Got my U-Haul in, was ready to unload. It's like 8:30, and I look at the weather, and it's like 80 degrees outside already. And I'm just
8
like,
a.m.
what the hell is happening?
Oh, my God.
Sure enough, we got like what it was like probably the hottest day of the year,
wave.
possibly.
Heat wave for sure. It's
Yeah.
real bad.
So
Yeah.
thank you, Los Angeles, for that lovely welcoming gift where we got 100+ degree weather on the very first day that I'm here trying to unload and unpack a U-Haul. Thanks for that.
It was
Excellent.
Crazy. Everyone's AC machines are probably running in overdrive right now. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Our first match back as we hop into a new quadrant of the bracket. Reminder that you can follow along with your own predictions and with the bracket by going to fantasy.bts.gg. Just two G's. That was our man Lumi here handing off what looked like a couple of waters.
Why do you give only me waters?
He's
Did you ask specifically for them, or-
Did I?
No,
He was-
yeah.
he was
I've got 2 waters here.
He was making up for the
I've got
weather.
4 waters.
He's like,
now.
welcome to California. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I see.
There
I
you
see.
go.
I see. Thank you, Luby.
So here we go, guys. Viper versus Anti-Mage. Intriguing level 5 matchup, even.
It should be Viper favorite, I feel.
Yeah,
Got
right?
the break versus Anti-Mage is passive. You've just... AM has... does AM have worse stats? Not really, but is melee. Melee versus ranged.
I feel like Viper is just
I
going
feel like it's going to be pretty close.
chunk them
This
down.
level 5 could be close.
I think this is very close.
I think the only way that Viper really loses is if they all throw their Nether Toxin
as they're running at them.
at the Anti-Mages. The Anti-Mages all walk past it or blink
Yeah,
past
yeah,
it
yeah.
or whatever. And then they get into a right-click build, or
Yeah.
a right-click battle, which Anti-Mage could win, but
Even if AM blinks in and they use the Nether Toxin on top of the AM, it could be close, though. I feel like AM's right-click battle is still pretty favorable.
really?
Is the passive really that? Actually, wait. What am I talking about? Mana Break is the passive. All right, I see what you guys are talking about.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, of course. Yeah, I was thinking of the spell shield,
I was thinking
too,
of the
but
spell shield,
no,
too,
it's
the whole
both.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
of
both.
course.
Okay.
Yeah,
think
no,
Viper.
AM
got-
definitely loses to
I
Nether
think Viper
Toxin.
wins it.
Yeah.
I got Viper.
Viper.
We're all Viper here all day, right?
Yep.
All
We're
right.
all about the Viper.
All
Show
day.
us the Viper beating. Watch AM just
All right,
like
watch AM
blink,
just win.
blink hop over Nether Toxin, hits him from the back, kites him about. So hey, Arcana Viper.
Wait, is this the new one or the no? This is the old one.
Those are not golden Anti-Mage
This
weapons.
isn't-
Is that
this
the
isn't
burning set?
This isn't the tail one.
No, not the new Immortal, old Immortal, right? Or the first Viper set piece, I think. That was like
All right, let's see the
introduced.
Nether Toxin. How does it work?
And that's
Oh, they're
decent.
still in it. They're still in it.
They're
Yeah,
still
okay.
pretty much in it.
They,
Wait
They
a minute.
They
Okay.
recast
They
it.
recast it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
thank God for that.
This.
This is closer than I thought it was going to be, but still
it's-
Viper.
Yeah, not.
All right. One Viper for 5 a.m.
What's the cooldown on Nether Toxin?
It's
Very
like
low.
4 seconds. I
Yeah.
think it's really short.
It should be 2, right? I don't think any items help AM against that.
Yeah, what?
Blade
what
Nail,
could
Fury,
AM do?
BKB.
Battle Fury is kind of okay
Battle
for
Fury's really
AM
good,
just
yeah.
because
Sure.
they're grouped up.
But they're going to run into the same issue, right? They're going to get Nether Toxin.
I mean, they're probably going to try to
Yeah, it's-
void him or some
Battle-
shit, right?
Battle-
away.
Battle
They're gonna
Fury-
try to cast ulti on him.
Okay, how does Viper just get a blade mail here?
Yeah, what?
All right, there's no way Anti-Mage can do anything here.
Yeah.
It's one of those, you know, like out of the 10k gold, you spend
Right.
like 8k or 7.5, and it's like, well, what
what
can
was
you
the last
buy?
item? Yeah.
I mean, it should be like a hood or something, but whatever.
Without the blade mails, I could see a way that Anti-Mage would win, which is if they all focus down one of them, and then they cast a couple different, like, say 2 mana voids get cast on a target that's like missing 500, 700 mana or something like that. Like it's also AoE damage, so it's actually a pretty decent AoE nuke. It's just, again, the mana break
And
not going off
they're not
because
gonna
of the
break.
nether toxin is a problem.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good for Viper on this one.
The
Viper.
cleave is just not doing enough when you have 8 skill points being negated.
Viper here.
Viper.
Yeah,
Much
Viper.
heavier stats for the Viper as well.
Yeah,
It's got
1k health.
500 HP.
500 health advantage.
Just the blade mail is just what seals the deal for me here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Viper.
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 Well, let's see
Vipes.
what the outcome is of round 2. Match point for Viper. Winner of this moves on to face Zeus in the next round.
It's sad for AM because he didn't get like a matchup like Zeus. I feel like if AM got Zeus in the first round,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that would be like interesting because it could be kind of go either way. Probably even be AM favored, but this is like the worst possible matchup for AM.
Fata versus Burning. Let's see.
Oh,
Instant
What?
blade
They
mails.
Insta blade mail.
they still got enough out of it.
Oh wait.
Oh!
Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. They're
How
hurting.
did they get him? How'd they get that much
I've
damage
never seen
off?
a hurricane pipe
That was-
usage.
Where'd the AM
That was
damage
scary.
come
That was
from?
close.
The Battle Fury.
The Battle
Really?
Fury into
Battle
Mana
Fury.
Void, right? It
I mean, the
was-
thing is, the blade mail was instantly popped, so there was very little of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Dang.
pretty spooky.
I like how they played with their food on the last guy, though, with the hurricane pikes. Damn. Wow. Good for Viper. Like I just said, Viper, that means that he wins and moves on to face Zeus. Early predictions about that. Any chance for Zeus? I mean, we're not seeing Hood picked up on Viper.
We might though. You
But
know,
blade,
could
but
suddenly
blade
have
mail,
a different
blade
item
mail's still
build.
pretty
Yeah.
dramatic for Zeus.
That
I
blade mail
imagine.
is scary for Zeus.
I feel like that is going to be a 2-0 for Viper as well.
I like Zeus. He's
I
got
think
good
Zeus-
I
burst.
like Zeus.
Zeus
Yeah.
will use spells, so lightning bolt does a lot of damage.
And arc lightning is very strong.
Yeah.
So
I think it's very close.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people. I mean, it's a new ability when you get an Aghanim Scepter.
That's true.
Yeah.
So a lot of people build Aghanim Scepter, so I would not be surprised with only 10k net worth, a Zeus does have Aghanim Scepter.
he should. It's like the first item you buy.
Yeah.
Will the
nowadays, yeah.
Easy Bot use it appropriately, though, or even use it?
Who knows?
Did they even program the Easy Bot to use the spell yet? I don't know.
That's
That'll
actually a
be-
really good point, huh?
I don't know.
If they throw it down, then it's just like it's such
Yeah.
a big increase in damage, and
It's like you want to hit the Nimbus, but then you're not hitting the Zeuses. Like there's.
That's
it's
true, too.
lose-lose.
They might get conflicted in even what they want to target. All right, next matchup is going to be Visage versus Magnus. Magnus, Lord of the RP. Visage. Level 5, no familiars, obviously.
So some stats about Visage: 0 armor, 10% magic resistance, 0% chance of winning this beer 3.
Feels like Magnus is going to walk up
whoa.
in,
Well,
shockwave the
you're
hell
gonna
out of
say
him.
it straight up. They
Yeah.
can't win the best of 3.
Well, they definitely can't win this.
They definitely
right?
can't
I
win the
mean,
first
not
one.
this one. Sure,
I don't know about
absolutely,
the best of
totally
three.
agree.
I don't know. Birds, like RP, I'm always going to favor the big team fight ultis, I guess. Like your Kunkka Tides, and I think Magnus RP is kind of in that category.
But my 10 familiar stuns. All right, that's not happening. Yeah, I think Magnus got this.
Those familiars just could die so fast.
Feel pretty confident with Magnus,
Yeah, yeah.
certainly in the level 5.
Yeah, at
So
least this one.
This is going to be a stop.
Magnus, yeah.
Give us the round 1 matchup. Magnus versus Visage.
Only level 1 Gravekeeper's Cloak kind of sucks.
I hope they all skewer in. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know what build. I think you want what? You want Soul Assumption for sure in this matchup.
Yeah.
Maybe just skip Grave Chill in this.
Yeah, 0
0-3-2 or 0-2-3 build. 0-2-3 build would probably be best for Visage, but that's definitely not the build you ever get in pubs.
Here they come.
They'll probably take a Magnus with them, some Soul Assumptions.
Let's see.
Skewer in.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so they hit 3 only.
Annihilated.
They're going to get 0.
3 of their friends just blasted from the shockwave, and
Yeah.
the rest are just going to get hammered down. That one,
Well,
as expected.
As expected.
As expected.
Yep.
Magnus, easy.
That's a pretty loud sigh. Were you hoping Visage?
I'm a big Visage.
You're a big Visage
Yeah,
fan,
I,
right?
I like
Loves
the hero,
Visage.
but I can't cheer for him there.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'm not gonna be blitz and be like, Storm's got that. Well, Storm did win his. He actually had a matchup.
All right,
Okay.
let's see if items can change this at all.
15 birds. Double Soul Assumption. Ooh.
This is actually not that bad.
It's just a question of when do they cast the familiars?
And will they use the stuns?
Because
I cast familiars
Magnus
at all?
has a dead item here, right? A Blink Dagger is a dead item for the boss.
I'm not expecting them to blink in
Yeah.
an RP. No way.
And Mask of Madness, I feel like,
Might
is
be
an
a
item you never
detrimental.
want to see on these bots either.
You
they
don't know.
could skewer in an RP, though.
If they use the Mask of Madness after the RP, it looks okay. Will they even use Empower?
I mean, the shockwaves aren't going to do much, right? 'Cause
Against Cloak.
It's
Against
going to be blocked by Cloak.
Yep, and that's they normally start by just throwing those shockwaves. So
So
Yeah.
I agree. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, that was the Magnus's order last turn.
still looking at the health, slightly Magnus favored, fairly Magnus favored actually.
I think I like Visage.
Double
I know,
soul
I'm
assumption
actually
hits.
nervous for the AI of Magnus
I
on this
mean,
one.
I have a question. If if Visage dies, but the birds are still alive, does the game continue until the birds are all dead?
I feel like I would say no, but I don't know what we need Commissioner Blaze on that one.
Nah, I feel like if all Visage dies and somehow the birds live and kill the rest of the Magnuses,
is that a
let's
Visage
say,
win?
I don't think that's a Visage win.
No.
Also,
Your
why
hero's not there.
do you have a Helmet Dominator? Are they going to give him 30 extra seconds to go get some neutrals?
Oh, yeah, probably.
I don't
Is that-
know.
I mean, we've seen the Chen and the Enchantress use newts, so why can't Visage bot?
Yeah, I don't know if that's
I don't
something
think
like
they're gonna do it.
an instinct for Visage because
Huh.
it's not a natural
It's not a-
ability
yeah,
or not.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like he's going to ignore it and just move forward, but
All right.
you really never know with these bots. Let's check it out.
What side you on, Steven?
Oh, we
This
got
one
it.
is so tough. I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Mag.
I
I'm
will
gonna
go
go
with-
Mag too.
I'm going with Visage on this one.
Visage!
I'm going with
Yeah,
Visage on
this one's
one.
actually very hard because I feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot that can
You're
go
going to
wrong.
be real sad after this, Gods.
I-
When you didn't believe in your boy, the Visage.
I'm trying to catch
I
up
feel
to
like I'm
Steven's
banking on the
predictions here. I was
Magnus
hoping he'd go
choking
Visage.
here.
Oh,
they
start
already
out
have
the
the birds.
familiars.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
That looks very
Whoa.
scary.
Wait.
Let go of them.
Wait.
Wait.
There they go. Okay,
All
good.
right. Oh,
They're
Wait,
but
behind
they're
them.
behind
That
them.
leads me to
Wait.
believe that they wouldn't have cast them otherwise.
But it also means they won't get hit in the RP.
What's gonna happen?
They're gonna get
Shockwave, skewers,
Oh,
RPs.
Jesus!
Wait,
Oh!
the bird's stunned. They're all at the same time.
It's easy for
Oh,
Magnus.
God.
All right,
Wait,
all the
wait.
Visages
The
die.
birds die because there's enough instances of damage.
Wow.
All right, see ya, dude.
That's hype though. Magnus, that was a blink dagger.
That was a Blink Dagger.
They used blink.
Yeah, Visage.
You know what the issue was? That
crushed.
every single bird dropped down at the exact same time.
Yeah.
I thought that was an RP at first. Is the way they
They,
all
they,
boom,
they
came down.
literally could have just 8-clicked and they would have won.
They
that.
would have won. Yeah, I think so too.
Dude, you can never predict what the bots are gonna do, man.
I'm glad we
Congratulations.
got to see the birds and kind of got used, but
I definitely feel like that the reason they were already cast, they probably would not have casted them otherwise. They're probably like, oh, we got to pull them out early.
Just
Well-
like the Deuce and the Mana Shield. They probably had to start off with the Mana Shield on.
All right, Magnus moves on into the round of 64, awaiting the winner of our next match, gentlemen. Clinks versus Rubik.
this is an odd one.
This is
Clinks.
extremely odd.
I
if
think
you
okay.
cast Strafe, it's Clinks.
Okay, is Fade Bolt a projectile? It's not.
No.
It's an instant spell.
5 Fade Bolts.
5 Fade Bolts
Level
instantly
5
win.
sounds okay for Rubik.
I think Rubik wins this matchup.
I'll go Rubik on the first
I'm
round.
gonna go with Rubik.
What's the cooldown of Fade Bolt?
It's pretty long.
Long?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Once they all
It'd
cast
be
it, it's
20,
over.
30, 20 seconds, 22. I don't know. It's
So you're thinking
Just
it's just
because
going
it's
to be Fade Bolt
fast,
dead?
it's not a projectile? I think it might be a projectile.
I don't think it's a projectile. Projectile actually has to have because okay, so here's the thing, right?
You can. It's like the same thing as like a Laguna Blade, right?
It's not. Laguna actually has a slight delay.
Laguna,
Fade
you
Bolt
can
doesn't.
actually dodge with like
Yeah.
Yules and other things.
The easiest way to remember Strafe
Okay.
is that it's like a disjoint. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
never
yeah,
you
yeah.
can never disjoint a Fate Bolt, so
Yeah.
it won't be dodged. Yeah, so I think Fate Bolt is just gonna win them.
Okay. Then I guess it's Rubik for this
I
one.
think Rubik level 5.
Potentially could be a Rubik's only round, but we'll have
You're
to
not meant
see.
to convince other people.
No, they're probably
Steven.
they're
You're meant
probably
to
gonna
try
give
and lead
them
them astray.
They're probably
you're
gonna
right.
give Clinks the opportunity to eat some creeps for the next round.
True.
That might
Oh,
actually
man.
change things.
That seems necessary for Clinks because he's too squishy without it.
Yeah,
so.
it is. His ultimate's like so
Yeah.
too important. It's too
But
key.
then Rubik steals the ulti and then goes and eats his own creeps. And there's no creeps left
I'll
on the
be
map
right
though.
back. Hold on a second here. All right,
So
let's
we're all
get
we're all
into-
Rubik here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Rubik's Fade Bolt might be just a bit
It's-
too pungent.
AoE
for the Clinks
nukes
to handle.
are good in bot TI.
Oh yeah. We're just gonna see 5 Fade Bolts instantly. It's like the longest nuke too.
Yep.
It's gonna be a conga line.
It's going to mitigate damage too, which is
Maybe
gonna
they'll
make hard
invis
to
If
and
play.
they
dodge. Maybe they'll
split
invis
up
dodge.
and if this Clink somehow split up enough where the Fade Bolt won't link.
No, there's no way.
It's unlikely. They're going to insta Fade Ball. Yeah.
Yeah, so they did.
Wow!
Okay, 2 actually did dodge
Yeah,
it.
they did
Look
dodge. it.
at him just telekinesis the whole time.
They chain stunned that. That's good.
That's pretty funny.
Okay.
The bots always look really good when they outnumber their opponent.
Yeah.
Because then they just end up chain stunning and stuff.
All right, well, that went as expected. Rubik clutching it out for that one. But
The items.
can he survive level 15? What are the items we got?
So Orchid.
10k of gold?
Ooh, that Fade Bolt talent. Not
Dude,
bad.
that Fade Bolt talent.
Yeah, that's.
I actually think
He's got
Rubik wins
Glimmer
this.
Cade, too.
Klink's Death Pact, though. Will he use it? Because he's
not
got
gonna use
magic resistance. If he uses Death Pact, he can survive the Fade Bolts.
I don't think he can survive this.
If
Man,
Rubik on site tries to steal a spell, but Clinks has not casted anything yet, what happens?
Feels
It's
nothing.
like weird.
Feels
It's
nothing.
like it depends on what creeps they eat.
Yeah.
It depends on where that Clinks is that eats the big creep. Because as we saw, they're like
There's 2
they're not
camps,
all gonna
3
hunt down a
camps.
big creep, right? So there's
Yeah.
gonna be one with who gets like an extra 100 HP, but there's gonna be one that's sitting at like good extra 600, 700 HP.
The Dooms wouldn't even eat the small creeps. They would only eat the big creeps too.
Yeah.
So Klink's is maybe coded the same where, okay, Death Pact that big centaur, but not the small centaur.
Stingy.
this one's tough. But I think the Fade Bolt will actually win the Rubik this match.
Got an Aether Lens too.
Yeah, he's almost got the damage advantage even with searing arrows, just because plus 60 and minus 45.
I'm going to go with Rubik just because of that Fade Bolt.
Wow.
Rubik.
I will go Rubik too. We're all Rubik, at least on this side. Any belief in the Klinks?
I'm going to go with Clinks.
Okay.
Let's do it.
There's an Orchid, things can happen here.
Yeah.
Klinks has Invis,
Yeah.
he has Orchid.
I feel like Rubik will definitely take some Clinks down, but those remaining like 3
So-
Clinks are going to wreck.
yeah, the Klinks who get
Yeah.
if they get a Death Pact on a big creep here,
Yeah.
those Klinkses will shred through a
Yeah.
Rubik.
I mean, the thing that worries me is just the ones that do dodge. Like, you only need 2 or 3 of them alive.
Yeah.
And they'll have the damage to kill the Rubik.
Deso
almost
Orchid, like
instantly.
they will kill Rubiks very fast during strafe. So
We'll see.
And we saw from the Dooms when they eat the big creep, didn't they just stand there?
They do.
Wasn't
they're
the one
gonna,
who
they're going to
got to the
approach
big
late.
creep first?
he waits till
approach
the
late,
counter gets to
which
0.
which is perfect,
Yeah.
right?
Yep,
Like
that's
you want
true.
your tankiest of the
Mhm.
Klinkses to actually be
Oh,
the
dude,
last
you're
one to
starting,
the
you're
fight.
starting to make me want to go Clinks.
But that does mean that they might be the ones who get like chain stunned with the telekinesis or something
Yeah.
like that. So I really don't
if
know.
they're
Yeah,
like
we-
three versus 5, like Klinks can win. It just all depends on like
Yeah.
whether or not just a couple of them can survive.
I think this is much
'Cause
yeah,
then
like
they pop
60-40 is in
Yeah,
my head,
this
like
is very
Rubik favorite,
close.
but I don't even know if it's that.
I think I'm still going to go with Rubik.
yeah,
Okay.
I think the Fade Bolt is just too strong.
Yeah, I'll stick Rubik because ease of execution.
All right. Come on, Clinks. Let's see if we can get to round 3 at least. Or if Rubik is going to snipe his way forward and face the
All right,
previous
let's
winner.
see how they handle the creeps.
This is a good one to kind of go for, to pick up some predictions and steal a few points. This
Wait,
is
wait.
very
This-
winnable for Klinks.
This isn't the
Oh,
normal
no.
running at neutrals.
No Death Pact.
Okay, well,
Okay,
well, that was, I didn't
that's
know that
that.
was part of the agreement here. All right,
Yeah,
well,
that's-
there goes my outs. Let's
All right,
see.
Come on, let's see the Fade Bolt.
Oh, they're
Oh,
splitting.
they split.
Orchid?
Come on, the 2 on the bottom.
Oh,
the
they
2 on the
stole
bottom.
Invis.
Come on, do work.
Okay.
Oh, it's over.
Rubik.
Look how little damage they
Oh
do.
my
They don't do anything.
God, no chance at all.
That Fade Bolt
Fade Bolt
talent.
is insane.
They
They actually have negative damage. They don't do anything.
I think even with Death Pact, like seeing how one side that was, it
Yeah, I don't
might
think
not
it'll-
have changed the
I think you're
outcome.
still at 0 damage because of all the Fade Bolts. Because
Does it-
how much is that?
Does
It's
it
like
stack though?
it stacks. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Multiple Fade Bucks stack?
Yeah, I was about to say a couple of them stole strafe. So
I saw an Invis too on one
Yeah.
of the Rubiks. I think.
they actually used
That's the
stolen
best.
abilities.
Yeah.
which was surprising.
Bought Rubik, this guy, watch out for him.
Yeah.
He has to face Magnus now in the next round.
Oh, that's the classic Magnus versus Rubik. Will he steal some RPs?
I would be pretty hype, actually. But again, the Fate Bolt seems pretty damn good. He's one of those heroes that will snipe those first 2 rounds and not allow a lot of late game heroes to even make it to the round 3.
Do the Rubik Aura stack, by the way?
And are they even toggling him? Are
They
even
definitely
trying?
don't toggle them.
Like, I don't think they even toggle them, right? They're all just keeping them on defensive.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know if they stack though.
If they stacked,
I mean,
I think Rubik beats.
they can
Magnus.
go far then.
Yeah.
He can probably go far in the event.
I don't think it stacks though. I'm gonna assume it doesn't.
No, I don't think so.
All right, so with that said, our next bot matchup is going to be, Abaddon versus,
This one's rough.
what's his name
This
again?
one's weird.
Lone
Lone Druid. Yep.
3 points in shield. That's
3 points
definitely.
in shield.
You got to rely on that AoE shield damage to kill these lone druids, because we may see Abaddon hitting the bear. That's not what we want to do, but we
Yeah.
may not. We may
Abaddon
see him
can
run for the
choke.
hero.
We
Who
were
knows what's
talking
gonna
about
happen.
how the shield might reach the bear anyways, or Scylla bear at least. Even if they go for the spirit bear.
Yeah, I don't know naturally if
actually
they're
have
going to
a
hang near
feeling-
their bear or not.
I have a feeling that they're actually going to go into melee form.
The bears.
Yeah, the hero.
They will not for level 5 at least, but yeah, later on.
sure.
Yeah, that sounds likely.
This one's hard.
What's the range on Lone Druid?
I think
anybody know?
it should be like 550.
550 or 500, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely in range of shield blowing up, so I think.
All right, I'm gonna go
Abaddon.
with Abaddon.
I think
I'm gonna
Abaddon.
trust you on this one. You better not lead me astray.
I mean, it like the AOE of shield break is great enough to hit like everybody but like sniper and Lena, like anybody who's over like 700 range. I
Alright.
think like you can hit all of those heroes with the shield blowing up. So as long as Lone Druid can't beat that, the shield's gonna blow up and hit him.
All right, I'm going with Abaddon. In that
Abaddon?
case.
Abaddon.
I mean, unless Abaddon like stacks shield on one other Abaddon for whatever reason, Abaddon's got this one.
No, but
No,
even if you
even
stack
if he
it, it
stacks
still
it,
pops.
explodes.
It'll
Yeah.
instantly explode and do the damage, yeah.
Yeah, maybe if
So-
Lone Druid's positioning.
I mean, it's 1,000 damage AOE. You've only got 700 HP, 25%, so it's going to be 750 AOE damage. Like, the only way that Lone Druid wins this is if the shields don't actually kill the Lone Druids,
Yeah.
and then they just battle out with the bear to death. And
Do they start with the bear or do they
they
let
Probably
them
so.
start
We saw
with
with the
bear.
Visage he started, so probably. Will he
Rigged.
have it in front of his hero when he runs in? That is another question, though.
That is
Yeah.
rigged. Yeah, actually, that's a big deal. Actually.
Yeah, I think regardless, to me, Abaddon is actually one of like the strongest heroes in
Oh, yeah.
this. Like, I think people talking about the tides, the bristles, stacking quills, these big AoEs, but that ulti is just gonna. I mean, even without the ulti, the shield and the ulti are probably two of the better spells to have.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's check out round 1, level 5, Lone Druid versus Abaddon here.
What did you take, Dakota?
I am going with Abaddon.
Okay.
Or
Oh.
4 Abbas.
Rigged.
Abba.
Okay.
the bear's
I
going
was brave
forward
last
before
round,
everything else.
so-
That's decent.
Okay, here. Let's see. The Bears are in front.
He's got
The Red
Entangle, right? He got
Panthers.
3 points in Bear.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 pairs. So
Are they
there's gonna be root.
Savage Roar
Will
right
they
away.
Preemptively shield as well. They're
All
hitting
right.
the Bears.
Are they even going to shoot?
Oh, the fear.
Oh.
Okay,
now
those
we got some
shields.
shield.
Yeah,
One
these
shield.
shields, it's just over.
Yeah. That,
And
Wait.
The
yeah.
bear don't even know what to
Just stop
do.
right-clicking.
He's like, I don't want to blow up these shields.
Oh, they actually ignore the bears. Look,
Yeah.
they were
Wow.
actually going straight for the Scylla bear.
They started hitting
the
the Bears,
hell?
but changed.
Yeah. All right, that was.
These
That was
bots are
some-
smart.
Some poor micro by Lone Druid.
Yeah.
Definitely looked out of his element there, playing a micro hero.
They were running towards them. That fear actually made it worse for them.
Yes. I guess maybe the fear runs towards the center or something.
Who kn- I mean, they run towards the
maybe.
fountain, but where's the fountain?
Yeah.
it's true.
This is not a normal Dota
Yeah.
map.
Maybe the items can help change this up. I'm curious to see if we'll see items on the bear. What's on the bear? What's on the
Yeah,
Lone
is it
Druid
the right click
himself?
build or
And
what?
like Cap said, is it going to be just straight up melee form,
Man.
or is it going to be a range form all the way?
Are we going to
Is
see
it going
10
to change
radius?
halfway through?
There's borrowed time. It sounds unwinnable for Lone
Yeah.
Druid.
This is
I
like when Abaddon hits his stride now, I imagine.
Yeah.
Level 6 is online. It's got to be good.
So he's gonna have like what's he gonna have? Phase, Radiance.
Oh, wait. What?
Treads, Radiance.
wait.
Got played now.
This is a right-click bear build.
Yeah, that's just. I don't think that solves your problems though, but it's better than the alternative for sure.
I feel like it.
Even worse than if you go.
Oh, he's got a
right-click-
lot of attack range. He may be able to outrange
I mean,
the,
he
the
outranges
shields.
it now. It's like 800 something range.
Pike
I-
plus attack range.
I actually think this is worse because he's gonna go range form.
You think he's gonna
Build, and he's gonna go
Doing
into
melee.
melee
Melee.
form. He's
Yeah,
gonna have
that-
Hurricane Pike
that
and a
seems
175
likely.
attack range talent.
Yeah.
He's like, I want more life.
Even if
He's gonna take radiance damage, and he's gonna be like, "Oh God,
Help!
gotta
mean-
go melee."
get that health.
Yeah, Abaddon's just
Nah,
like, all right, buddy. Just runs him down. All right.
I think even if he plays it in range form and plays it well, he still loses because how do you beat Abaddon with his ultimate?
He's got 24 armor, too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go Abaddon.
Unless like AI Abaddon is just as spazzy and is like, I'm taking damage. Hits borrow time too early or something.
Even then, it's like Radiance, Blade Mail damage, Shield damage.
Plus, we saw the way that they reacted with shields, not wanting to right-click it. I'm not sure how they would react to borrow time, but I'm sure something says in there that you shouldn't be right-clicking and giving the enemy HP. You probably shouldn't heal them.
I hope so.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter, honestly. Like
Yeah.
they have 5 Maelstroms. Like it's gonna heal them full.
Yep.
Pretty much all the time.
All right. Unanimous Abaddon votes here
Yeah.
again.
This is a bad one.
This guy
Abaddon,
could go
Abaddon,
very
Abaddon.
far in this tournament. Let's see if it's going to be a surprise or not. Lone Druid versus Abaddon, round 2.
All right. So none of the bears have anything. Yeah. Their only way is if the Lone Druid is
Stay ranged.
super far away range.
The fear, constantly fear him and kite him around. Fear him when he uses ulti, but even then, we've seen the fear like didn't really
The
send
fear
him
might
back.
just run him towards
yeah.
him.
It seemed to work against you. So.
Okay.
There,
Yes.
melee time,
Oh, the
boys.
Blade Mail's being wasted.
Oh, even
they
worse,
ignored
they're
the-
going back and forth.
What are they doing? they
It's
don't
a
know what to
dance-off.
do.
Wait. Okay.
Oh
they
my
can't stop
God.
you.
Oh, what an embarrassing performance.
Wait, they're running
from the
away.
Lone
Why are they
Druid.
running?
No, they're attacking. Now they attack.
Oh.
And they're healing him. He's healing him.
All right.
Truly an embarrassing showing
Alright,
from the
that
Lone
was-
Druid on this one. That was just whack.
They procced like
all
two
there
ABBA ultis, you know? That was a good effort getting
Let me
those
just
two ultis out.
shapeshift like 6 times in the back and then go. Like, what?
That was so funny.
I love the second time he was like, all right, turn back into range for Hurricane Pike them. Okay, now back into melee
Yeah,
form
it did
again.
nothing. It took 4 transformations for them to start right clicking.
Wow.
That
All
was-
right. Well, with that win, Abaddon moves on to the next round. He awaits the winner of our next match, Witch Doctor versus Shadow Demon.
Oh, that
Back
one,
to, back to support spellcasters.
that
we
one
go.
is interesting.
Yeah, this one's gonna be pretty hype. I'm already thinking
Witch
later game when
Doctor.
Yeah, the doctor.
ult. Is he gonna get the ult off? Is disruption
Cast.
gonna
I don't think
cancel
it matters whatsoever. I think
Oh,
it's going to be
cast.
about one spell and one spell only. It's going to be about cast.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Man, you're gonna hear so many
Self-disrupt, please. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like even at level 5, the cast is gonna be a mega problem.
Poison doesn't matter because we're not going to see them kite around and spam poison.
They're just gonna cast Maledict. Oh,
But if you all 5 poison, it does stack. It's like that bristle thing where they.
Oh, does it stack?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
should,
interesting.
right?
Yeah,
It's
you're
not
right.
gonna be
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
God.
If 5
But what if they all cast it and they all blow it?
We
Yeah.
might. You might
Ooh.
actually see our first.
yeah. Maybe
10?
they see like 5 stacks and they're like, "Oh, trigger the pull," and so they
There-
could all cast one and then.
There's
do
only a
the nuke.
few
I don't think
heroes
they'll do
that like really buff each other up like that. Bristle and Shadow Demon, I think, are 2 of them. Where the quills will stack, the poison should all stack.
What about Bat Rider? Does Bat Rider do that?
Batrider and Napalm should stack as well. That's another one I want to say.
That's pretty good.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Ion shells of Darkseer rolling in. I mean,
Yeah, you guys are falling behind again. I'm oh wait, you're still 2 away. No, that's the same.
All right, Ethan, so what's your prediction?
Wait, what's our matchup again coming up?
we're gonna take
Witch Doctor,
we're gonna take a break before the matchup.
Oh,
but our next
okay.
matchup
Okay.
is Witch
Yes, sir.
Doctor versus Shadow Demon.
Witch Doctor.
So, yeah, we'll take a small break to analyze it a bit, and we'll be back with our predictions and more Bot TI action, gang. See you soon. What's up, humans? Welcome on back to Bot TI. That's right, the Bot International craze that's taking the nation right now. We are in the big round, the first round of action, and we're getting ready to work our way through the round of 64. We only have 5 matches left today before we have to move action to tomorrow. I'm back, of course, with Aosin Gods and Capitalist Gentlemen. What do you think of Bot TI so far, huh?
I mean, it's super hype. So many unexpected twists and turns.
Yeah, right?
What more can you ask for? Yeah.
I can't see shit out of these.
There's
by
a
the way.
lot of mechanic interactions that you learn about because of this, I guess. Like I'm literally just thinking about the Shadow Demon one. You're talking about like, oh, but if it all stacks, but how does it trigger? Like you're all separate instances of Shadow Poison. If one guy pops it, he forces everyone else's to pop too?
I think that would be the case.
Probably.
That would probably
yeah,
be
yeah.
the case, right? That's just weird. The fact that he overrides everyone else's Shadow Poison and says, no, we're popping it now.
And that could happen, though. We've had a Morphling and Shadow Demon on the same team in an actual Dota game. Your Morph could turn into Shadow Demon.
That's true.
And then you actually have that interaction.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Morphling! I don't even know how hasn't been. How's the commissioner not come out and said Morphling's banned or something? He's gonna have some crazy matches, I imagine, with the morph capability.
Or he might not. He might not do anything.
Or he could be a total.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of
Total
Bot
layout.
TI.
Beauty of Bot TI is you really just never know what the hell's going to happen. So,
Yep.
you alluded to Shadow Demon before, and that is our next matchup. Shadow Demon versus the Witch Doctor. And it's
with
full
3 points.
support magic throwdown here. We got Witch Doctor going to be rolling out with the Coconut, the Cask, Maldict, Death Ward combo. I'm expecting the 1-2-3 punch. That's got to be what the AI does. That's
so
just
hard.
cookie cutter Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
But what is the Shadow Demon going to do?
It's stacking poisons. That's what he's hoping for. You know, your first 2 spells not that great. First spell could stop a Death Ward, but there's too many going on.
So you're meaning like he's gonna walk out and go, oh, Shadow Poison. We'll just do that. He's not gonna like let's Soul Catcher first for extra damage,
might,
and
yeah, no.
everyone's Soul Catchers.
I mean, the way for
I
Shadow
hope
Demon to win
not.
this is just to spam like two volleys of Shadow Poison on each one and blow them up.
Not even 2 volleys.
One?
The first volley.
Yeah, for this one.
It
at
could
least. Yeah,
literally
yeah.
just blow.
That would be the
everyone else.
godliest thing ever.
Question is, do these Shadow Demons even use the whatever it's
Do they
called, the ability,
activate it?
the activate?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Or they just let it sit there.
I feel like they're gonna disrupt themselves the moment they
take damage.
take
or something.
damage or get cast.
All right, Steven, you're the leader in predictions. Who you get to go first? Give us a chance
This
to
one
upset
is really
you.
hard.
That's what she said.
I'm gonna go with Witch Doctor here.
I was also leaning towards Witch Doctor.
Mhm.
I feel like they may pull off some epic poison stacking, but I will not. I don't think they're going to activate it. Maybe the Witch Doctors will die after, but I think Witch Doctor will ultimately kill them.
I was
You gonna be brave? You gonna take this opportunity?
All right, I'll
I
give you guys
just-
another chance. I'll go Shadow Demon for you guys.
No, I want to go Witch Doctor.
I'm going Witch Doctor.
I'm going
All
Witch
right, I'll give
Doctor.
you guys a
Yeah,
chance.
I'm
You
not
want Shadow
changing.
Demon?
I'm
All
not
right.
changing.
I will give you
We
guys
got
a
some
chance.
catch up. You're up by I think you're 2
in the words
predictions
of
ahead of
Witch
everyone.
Doctor, he's about to pop.
I am going.
Is-
for
is-
Well, who?
Go
Who's
Witch
about to
Doctor.
pop? Maybe
Witch
Doctor
Doctor's
will pop.
about to pop some Shadow Demon ass. It's all good.
Yeah.
Let's check out round 1, level 5 action. They picked the best. I hope they picked those cosmetic sets, the best for both of them. You got the plank face,
Yeah.
and then the Shadow Demon like epic shredder looking one or whatever. All right, I'm predicting Coconut Mayhem right out of the gate. Poison's not happening
Come on,
whatsoever.
disrupt yourself for 10 illusions to dodge the shit.
I hope they do something.
That's a lot of branches.
I hope Witch Doctor wins, but I also hope maybe Shadow Demon does something godly here.
Come on, do something godly,
These
guys.
poisons.
Do something godly.
No coconuts
that
yet!
is godly.
Oh no!
That is godly. All right, see you
That's
guys.
a throw.
See you
We
guys.
lost.
Let's go.
What?
You guys
The
are done.
offensive disruption is actually the play.
Oh, what? Let's throw a coconut now.
Shit, we should have let him stick with Witch
You
Doctor.
dumbasses! What are you doing?
All right, you guys are done for.
Oh god, we just gave
Look
him
at him
a
running
bigger
back
lead.
in.
Coconut, you fool! Oh my
What?
god!
Baboka,
Coconut has
Baboka.
longer range than disrupt. What the hell?
Uh,
One of them got disrupted and they still didn't throw coconuts.
Did they cast
Okay.
anything? What are
They
like,
did, but it
oh,
was very
voodoo.
late.
We've learned a bit about Shadow Demon Bot. They will instantly offensive disruption. That is what we know.
They got
which is a pretty
they
good
got,
way to play
They
this.
got Kohen.
And apparently you're gonna maledict before throwing down your coconut as if you're a witch doctor.
It's
so
because of the range. I think the range was the biggest issue.
All right, Shadow
I
Demon.
gotta see the items. I was gonna say maybe if Witch
Ghost
Doctor has
Scepter.
Aether Lens or something, he might do something different.
And
but-
2
Oh,
cats.
see, now this could change everything, right? Because what if they do their Death Ward first for whatever reason? Damage comes out on the Shadow Demon, and he goes, "Oh, disrupt myself," and then you just got a bunch of Aghanim's
He
Death
goes
Wards
slacks
out
mode.
with no interruption.
I think there's like so little room for error for the Witch Doctor to mess this up. I think Witch Doctor is going to win this.
just because of Death Ward.
Just because of Death Ward.
Yeah, it's like how likely are they to disrupt it? Almost zero. They're probably going to disrupt and then Death Ward after the disrupt.
But if the disrupt, yeah, if
I
they
don't-
Death
I
Ward
don't
after
even
the
think-
disrupt, there's tons of illusions
Yeah,
everywhere.
but Ags is bouncing. Has the extra
Ags
bounce?
will
yeah,
clear
it
it.
bounces,
Clear.
but it doesn't bounce that much.
Yeah.
I mean, the illusions
Right?
are very weak.
you kill the illusions.
The
then
bounce
go
is
into
only
the-
it should be like 3
It's-
bounces. I think.
It's like where does Shadow Demon's damage up would come from to kill the Witch Doctors quickly?
yeah.
I feel like
I-
they'll lead with Purge and not with Disruption this time.
I kind of.
I think they're going to lead with Purge, and maybe Coconuts will come out and they'll do a defensive Disruption this time. I don't know.
Let's.
I'm lost. What are you guys predicting?
I'm going to go with Witch
Go-
Doctor. Witch Doctor.
Of course you
Witch
will.
Doctor. Steven.
Shadow
Steven's,
Demon.
Steven's one with these bots, so I'm gonna back him up.
Bodiosin on the couch right now. He's really cheating.
I'm going with Shadow Demon.
It
I'm going
bounces
with
4
Shadow Demon.
times apparently with the Aghanim Scepter.
Okay.
Come
Yeah.
on. I gotta
Easy
get
Witch
back
Doctor.
into this. I feel like it's Witch Doctor, but I gotta get back to this. Come on, Shadow Demon. Let's go. Come on, baby.
I'm just playing for second
And
place now.
this is where the interaction like breaks down, and all of a sudden, like instead, it's like they pop Ghost Scepters and die to Shadow Poison.
Yeah.
They're just gonna ward
They're
immediately.
gonna purge right away.
The
They're gonna
Shattered
purge right
Poisons did not look that good in the.
Disrupt them while they
previous
ward,
matchup.
please. Please purge first, and then as they're warding,
They're
disrupt
just gonna
them.
ward immediately. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
no.
Oh, even better.
Coconuts.
Even
It's,
better.
it's okay. Death ward afterwards.
No,
Death
no,
ward?
no, no, no.
What? Excuse me?
Don't
No
Someone
death
ward.
wards.
Just
Come on, guys.
don't cast it.
Come on,
It's-
guys.
Oh yeah, baby.
Come on, cast something.
Don't
The
cast
poison's
it.
coming.
It's
Are
not
you kidding
necessary.
me?
Yes.
Are you
There's
kidding
no
me?
bad
They're
ability.
right-clicking.
Yeah, that's right. Man
One
up.
death
Bad
ward.
ability.
It's not lost yet. Just death ward.
Just one death.
No,
ward.
turn your
Dude,
back.
please,
Turn
death
your
ward.
back and
Quit.
accept your
Death
fate.
ward. Oh,
Woo!
God.
Okay.
My man. Witch
We were,
Doctor just.
we were banking on the fact that they might death ward at least one person.
If they had one of the 5 Witch Doctors use death ward, they probably just insta win.
Yeah, but easy bots, bro. Sorry. They don't know what the hell
You
they're
sure
doing.
you played for second place?
I thought I was.
All right. Oh,
Okay.
I always close my
You
phone.
should have been playing to win, God.
So coming up next, we got PL versus Bat Rider.
Well, that was a 2-0. I thought we were gonna have another one.
So sticky napalm stack together.
Yep.
Right.
That's right.
Should do. Wow.
By,
I actually
by laws
don't
of
know.
interaction.
That's
I actually
This
don't
has
know.
got to be Bat Rider.
It's gotta
If
be
he-
Bat Rider,
If he
right?
casts a single disruption and he casts Firefly, or sticky napalm, and he casts Firefly, then he's won.
Yeah,
Right?
unless they panic getting hit by like 5 Spirit Lances, they're like, ah, illusions.
But even if they run away, the Phantom Monsters are going to chase after them,
yeah.
which would be even worse.
Even without napalm, the Firefly should be enough to kill them. Even without napalm.
Unless, what if they just cast Firefly, but they just stand in one place and they're right-clicking, and the Phantom Lancers come up to them especially with the increased range that they gave melee heroes. You could actually be outside of range of the fire, just be right-clicking some Bat Riders.
Bat is probably going to just stay
That was a
there
good point.
attacking and not
Oh,
like,
no.
oh, I'm going to fly around them. No, I think the bot might just stand
I mean,
there
we
and
s-
right-click.
We saw that one. Like when you start losing, you run away. Like those Witch Doctors, when they were 2v5, they were not trying to fight their way out of it. They were.
I don't think that was the
fleeing.
case. I think they were just running away because they just
Had no
didn't know what to
spells.
hit. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
just so confused.
Maybe the bats will fly away in fear, and the PLs will burn themselves chasing along the way.
I think the range is still going to be close enough. I think.
PL's stats are amazing. 74 damage, 8 armor.
Nothing is
like,
safe anymore.
That's pretty
Like,
scary.
he could doppelganger into the fire, or he could
that's
maybe
that's
be
what
fine.
I'm wondering.
Like, who knows?
Because think about it, right? Even if they right-click, right, what happens is one of the PLs will doppel, and then they just target something else, and they'll move.
And the
you know?
Phantom Rush gets you right on top of them too. Like it's
Yeah.
going to put you in the fire. I want to say like a normal right click, you maybe stand outside, but with Phantom Rush, you probably go in it.
I'm going to go Bat Rider.
Yeah, PL will rush in, doppelganger. The doppelgangers will get burned up, and then they'll just slowly get
Instantly.
toasted, I'd hope. I don't think the Bat Riders are going to just stay in one spot and right-click and have the fire behind them.
Yeah, you can't let the Witch Doctor deter you. You can't assume every hero's not going to cast anything. So, Bat Rider.
But I could see the Bat Riders just not targeting correctly, just hitting illusions all the time.
They don't even need to target correctly.
I'm gonna
think
go
that-
Phantom Lancer. I think they're gonna blow up a Bat Rider, maybe 2, very early on.
With the lances and stuff.
I think that numbers combined with the illusions.
What's the cooldown
Ooh.
of Spirit Lance? Will we see at least 2
It's
casts of it?
Yeah, you'll see 2. Probably even 3.
Oh, boy.
Unless they doppel, then they won't have the mana. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
true.
Oh, they do.
Okay, I'm
They
going
definitely
with
do.
Bat. I'm going with
I'm
Bat.
going to go with Bat.
I'm Bat over here. We're a Bat couch, and you are...
PL then.
a
We'll be the
PL
PL
couch.
couch.
Lancer.
Why not?
Oh.
I'll believe in Cap.
Let's do it. It's down the middle.
If I lose this one, then it's
My
very
boy Kamari from Final Fantasy X is gonna do it.
Get in
close.
there.
Yeah, that is actually his model from Warcraft 3.
It was such a weird. Just,
Like, why?
All right. Bat interaction, very crucial on this one.
The
very
PLs
crucial.
will definitely just insta lance, I want
Yeah.
to say, which should give them a numbers
Yeah,
advantage.
they'll probably kill 1 to 2 Bat Riders
Please just hit
right
Firefly.
away.
Okay, they hit Firefly.
One gone.
Oh,
They
they're
hit
running
Firefly.
in.
Now it's on.
fine.
Now
But
it's Bat.
PLs right click way too hard, right?
Oh,
they're
what's
juking.
happening?
What?
Which are real?
What? What? They're joking.
They're juking. They're juking and
None
lancing.
of the real Phantom
They don't want to
Lancers have
fight the
died
fire.
yet.
They're avoiding the fire.
Oh God!
What is this 200 IQ PL?
He touches the fire and he's like,
Oh
it's
my
hot.
goodness,
It's
actually
hot.
over.
It's hot. Get out.
Oh,
I cannot believe it.
Serious.
that's fucking BSJ playing Phantom Lancer
What
right here.
in the world?
I can't believe just some of the behaviors they'll put in these bots and some they'll
Oh.
just ignore. They're like, no death ward for this guy, but this guy sees fire, can calculate. I shouldn't fight in that. I will step back and avoid it. Like what?
I can't.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was like almost stupid in the way that he literally would stand. He would go and touch the fire and be like, "Oh, it's hot," and then he would back up and he just kept getting right-clicked the entire time.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I
this
mean,
doesn't
Bat
bode
Rider
well
also
for
didn't
Bat moving
chase them with the
forward.
fire. Was the funny thing? Yeah.
They just stood in their fire. They're like, "This is the ground. We shall."
There was no
die."
napalms. Like,
I was born in the fire. I will die in the fire. All right, I got to see the items because I feel like now I'm
All right,
hopping
Phantom
right. I'm
Lancer.
hopping right in the PL bandwagon.
I'm hopping on the PL bandwagon.
Ag's lasso though. Is there a way they can tie them all up at once?
there's too many illusions. They don't know which is real. These are bots. Bots.
They
I don't
didn't.
think
They
can-
didn't doppelganger right away.
If anything, the
They'll lasso the Spirit Lance illusion.
they
yeah,
probably
the Spirit
will.
Lance
Yeah.
that comes out, they'll
Yeah,
be
you're
like,
right.
an enemy.
You're right. You're right. PL.
Lasso it.
You're right.
I'm
The
going
Bat
with
Rider's
I'm
gonna
going with
lasso the
PL. I'm
illusion.
going with PL.
If it was the old Bat Rider and you could right-click during your lasso, then I think you could actually win as this Bat Rider. But lasso doesn't do anything in these situations if you're not actually right-clicking them and you don't have them in fire. And you don't pull them into the fire, which I'm not anticipating them to do.
So, last time wasn't a stomp. I don't think this will be a stomp similarly, but
Yeah.
because
I
if
think,
it's the PLs do the same thing where they stay outside the fire, this time Bat can do damage using Flame Break, which is decent damage.
This one's actually tough.
I'm gonna go Bat Rider.
Am I really sold on
You
PL?
guys sold PL. Okay, we're Team Bat Rider this time.
Don't
you guys,
do
you guys
this
went
to
PL.
us.
I'll go,
I
we're
am-
going Bat Rider.
I'm
You guys-
Steven?
No, I'm switching sides. I'm going on PL. I'm going
Okay.
PL.
I'm PL. I'm PL too.
I'm getting off
staying
the
with
Bat
this.
Rider.
Staying with this.
That's
you
playing
guys.
to win,
Bat
baby.
Rider
Come on,
comes.
come on,
Don't
guys.
do this.
That's playing to win.
That's what we're talking
We're in their
about.
heads right now.
Do that.
If
I'm
I-
not playing
if
the
we-
bots. I'm playing Steven. That's
if
all
we
I
lose
gotta
this,
do.
we are tied.
Let's go Bat Rider.
All
Am I
right.
gonna throw
Bat
away my-
Rider for making it a 3-round fight. Come on,
I don't
PL.
feel
Watch
good
the
about
PL
this
just
one,
stand
but
up.
PL
No,
to
it's okay. Flame
close it
Break's
down.
gonna be good.
Yeah.
No way, dude. They're gonna purge it all off
They're
themselves.
gonna do nothing. Come on, PL, please.
Let's go, baby.
The burn is
split!
gonna be too powerful.
The Delta split. All right, they're coming back together.
Oh, they're
Oh,
blink lassoing.
blinking and lassoing.
Oh.
Oh.
No, they'll
Look at all the
persevere.
fire.
I don't know what's happening.
Persevere.
What's happening? What, they're doing it. They're doing.
Okay, PLs are all
3
super
versus 3.
low.
It's 3 versus
No,
3.
PLs
these
Oh,
PLs
they're
got
I cannot believe
toasted.
it.
No!
Oh, are you kidding
I
me?
mean, come on!
Oh.
They got played. So some of these bots just, for these Blink like Magnus heroes, like they're actually coded to use Blinks effectively. Blink Lasso, Blink RPs, these
Witch
bots-
Doctor use sport? No. This guy, though, make sure he blinks and uses his ability perfectly. No, I can't trust anything. There's no trust.
Steven goes 0 and 2.
I cannot-
Feels good.
I cannot
man.
believe this is happening. Oh my goodness.
Woo! The comeback has
We
begun.
sell them on PL, get them on the PL wagon, and then just ditch. Okay.
Right.
Refresher Bat.
I'm going Bat Rider.
This has got to be Bat,
I'm
right?
going Bat.
This has got to be Bat.
I'm going Bat.
He's got
I'm done.
Shivas and a refresher.
I'm
Like,
done with PL.
I'm ditching PL so hard on this one.
That
too.
is a lot of juxtaposed illusions. Phantom Lancer, I believe, Steven, will win this match.
I'm going Bat Rider. I'm going Bat Rider.
PL.
I'm definitely going PL.
He's
He's got
the Blink
3k
Lassos
HP.
are pretty scary.
All right, he's got 3k HP. He has a ton of illusions that are going to be going out. 30
It's-
times critical strike.
He gets insta Blink Lasso, is what we learned from last time. Okay, we're Team PL. Yeah, let's go.
All right, Bat
Team
Rider.
Phantom
survive
Lancer.
I'm going back on Bat Rider.
I don't know whose bandwagon to get on now, man.
Just think about it this way, gods. We got guaranteed at least 1 point
Yeah.
up on Steven, no matter what, by just psyching him out. And if
Playing
we
the long
do
card.
this,
Even
then
if
it's
we're
the
wrong,
ultimate.
we're still in his head.
Yeah, we're still good.
Okay.
I am banking on the fact that PL is going to again freak out about the fire and not do everything you want. Let's go Bat Rider. I'll ride or die with the bat.
I feel like this isn't even me. This is just Dakota dragging me down.
What do you mean? You're
Well,
predicting before
you picked it
Dakota.
first. Dude, it's
He keeps
me.
following me.
It's me deliriously following you.
Yeah, it's following me, man.
You're going down into hell. You're just falling over.
All right, come on.
Don't let him lasso you.
Dakota's the drowning man, right? He's drowning in his losing prediction. He's just
I'm
latching on
looking
to
at these guys
Eosin.
in the boat, and I'm like,
on,
I
come
gotta
on,
get
come
on
on.
that thing. I think soon.
Okay, that's
Okay,
a lot.
this looks
good for
This
PL,
looks
right?
really good. No, this is
No,
really
no,
good.
These
no,
are
no.
All right,
refresh-
sorry, guys.
Jesus,
Oh.
they are casting refreshers and everything.
Shivas it down,
They are
baby.
out of
Here we
control.
go.
That's
Let's
too many
go.
Shivas.
All
All
right,
right,
that's
fine,
right.
I like it.
we got
I
one
like
point
it.
out.
That's right.
We take this.
Woo!
I think 3k HP is a lot. Come on.
Listen, it was all worth it just to be able to get in Eosin's head.
Dude, note that the
He
bat.
lost his confidence there.
know.
You could tell.
You
He starts
guys-
blaming Dakota. He's
Yeah.
like trying to figure
Yeah,
out what's
he was
happening.
ready to-
Dakota was the one guy
Ready to
you had
throw
on
it.
your team, and
Now, let's see.
Before, he was all cool and calm. He's like, I'm going to give you
I'm still
guys the
good.
opportunity to make some points back. Now he's crumbled. He's like,
I'm
I don't
good,
know
I'm
what's
good.
going on.
I'm good. I still have 2 points to
Dakota's
throw away.
dragging me down.
Dude, the bat bot is pretty good. I'm gonna try to remember that
Yeah.
as he moves forward.
He
He
blink
will
glasses.
do all of his stuff, so he's legit. He will play the winner of our next matchup, guys. Lycan Wyvern. Lycan Wyvern. Two different sides of the hero spectrum here
Oh, dear.
on this one.
Bat
Rider.
Rider
Oh.
seed.
Oh,
in dumpster
111.
Wow,
Yeah,
is
so
that how bad his
that
win rate
says
is?
that his win rate is garbage.
Wow.
Yeah.
In
Bat
Dota
Rider's
bots.
a complicated ass hero. But
He may go pretty
apparently
far.
easy bots could still make it work.
Do you think he'll be a top 16 hero, Bat Rider?
it depends. Who's he versing next?
The winner of this.
He
Lycan
should- I think
Wyvern.
he'll beat both these heroes,
Uh-huh.
but I think it's matchup dependent. You know, if he gets like an Abaddon, like he's toast.
Yeah.
He gets like one of those. If tied, same thing. But he should be
Yeah.
good.
All right, Lycan Wyvern, level 5 matchup. Lycan's got the wolves. He's got some Howl power.
Do they even know how Splinter Blast works?
Well, it's okay. They don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to
I mean,
target...
are they going to cast it?
Cold
think
Embrace.
so.
All right, how's that sound?
I don't even think that matters, honestly.
I got to go with Wyvern on this one. I don't
Yeah.
think the Lycan's going to, like, cast a bunch of wolves to buffer. Will he start with the wolves? No, right?
Like,
He'll summon
between
them.
the Arctic Burn and Splinter, it's just too much.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Wyvern should be able to.
This might be Wyvern's
Does Howl stack?
only round. I'm not sure.
Can you
I don't
Howl
think
your
so
way
because
through?
it's a status buff. You only get one
All right. I'm gonna go.
for a
with,
lot.
I'm gonna go with Wyvern.
Wyvern.
I'm
Wyvern.
liking. I'm liking.
All right,
liking.
you're the only Lycan.
He's got
because-
better stats, guys. Come on, the damage, the armor, like.
I don't think he starts with wolves.
He's not going to do it. He's
It's
not
not quite
gonna-
the same as some of the other heroes.
Yeah, the skill builds. The wolves should just die to Splinter Blast, which is a bit questionable. But
I mean, it depends, right? If he doesn't start with it, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if he summoned it during.
Parker
or after.
has some serious, like, he is all down for this one of these Lycans that's going to survive, you
Yep.
know? Because they're all going to throw Splinter Blast on one of these Lycans. He's not going to take any damage, but the rest of them are going to blow the hell up.
Yeah, but then they have all
just think Wyvern.
You
His
think
auto
he's
attack.
going to
It's
1
like
versus 5?
with cold embraces all up ready to go. Like he targets one guy, they cold embrace him, and he goes to the next guy. Oh, we'll cold
It's
embrace
fine.
that guy too.
If they cast Splinter Blast at all, this should be totally Wyvern.
Lycan is got this one.
Why?
This one's all Wyvern
He's got
unless
1100 health.
unless the bot freaks out. This
How?
one has
If
to, has
it's
to belong to
nighttime. It
Wyvern.
needs to be nighttime though. Like this is contingent on nighttime,
Oh,
guys.
okay. Well, guess he
well,
lost.
it's
Yep. Rigged once again. But some of these Night Stalker Lycan ones, you know, the time of day matters a lot.
The Splinter
gonna
Blast is
Arctic
going to
immediately, too.
destroy them.
Yeah.
Splinter Blast is going to wreck them right now.
Yeah. If they don't start with wolves, they're probably gonna summon it the moment they see the Wyvern.
Oh, if they
Post
if
Splinter
they
Blast
put-
would be great.
They didn't cast it. They're not casting it. Please cast Splinter Blast. Please.
They cold embrace.
What
They
the
could
hell?
still cast it
now.
and still win.
Cast
Okay, now
it
your
now.
bird's not going.
Cast it. Cast Splinter Blast, please.
Luby, this is bullshit. This
What
should be
the
one of those
hell?
ones that got redone.
Did you try with 2 branches? Because one's not working. Oh my God, that is just a throw and a half. Are you serious?
I can't believe God's with this logic of East Tank.
That wasn't even.
How do you get rewarded for that?
That wasn't even the thing. It's just-
With the daytime upset too, guys.
yeah. What?
Wyvern saw that Hal was
Remember-
like, oh, they've got too much health. Splinter Blast won't be effective here. Let's go for the right clicks.
Remember what I said? Do they even know how Splinter Blast works? And your idiots, it's like, it doesn't matter.
I must.
Oh,
that
apparently
must
it
mean
did.
like
It didn't matter if
I
because
didn't
they
mean-
can't even cast the ability.
That's a different level
in
of
bot
understanding.
code, they must be like, don't cast it on heroes. Only cast it on creeps to push back stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
why?
But there were wolves out at least.
No.
There were non-hero
all
units
Magic
available.
resistance,
like
you know. They're
all
like,
of
oh,
their-
it's not worth it. They've got this magic resistance.
It's maybe they're coded like all of our focus is on this one wyvern who's dying, so we can get that cold embrace on time, guys. Everyone wait and watch him die. Cold embrace.
I'm gonna hate this level 15 one too.
Bot TI makes my head hurt.
I hate
Now-
this
Winter's
level 15
Curse.
one.
Winter's Curse is the big variable here.
Meteor
Necro
hammer.
Book, Wolves, Winter's Curse. It's pretty
You guys
powerful.
looking at this?
But-
this Lycan regen?
I would go with Lycan though because I feel like they'll stack the curses. No one's going to be taking really any damage, and it's just
No,
going
this
to be a
this
hot
has to be
mess.
Lycan. He has
Yeah.
book 3 and wolves.
But my brain.
But that just means
Winter's
more
Curse,
Winter's
yeah.
Curse
Whatever.
damage.
Well, you guys
They-
figure this one
but
out and
if
just
they-
go the
They
other
couldn't
way.
understand Splinter Blast. I don't expect them to understand Wyvern Curse.
I just feel like I don't know what's going to happen if they'll curse one, they all start running in, then they curse another one, everyone changes to that one,
I wonder how
another
that
one they
works.
change to that. It could get really messy, and
I mean,
no one
it's-
could be taking any damage then.
It's just so likely that a lot of damage just gets debunked. What happens if you cast multiple Winter's Curses?
I don't even know how they interact.
If they overlap, like
could they
what happens?
overlap on
Does-
one?
if you're
yeah.
which person do you attack? If
Yeah,
you-
exactly. Like, and also, like, what if the original duel, like, it stays on that target, but what if the other one being cast destroys the damage of that one being cast, right? Because then the unit that is hit by the Winter's Curse is also in the other Winter's Curse.
You should, if you're cursed, you should. It should negate the damage if you're in the other
so
one.
you guys have lost faith in Wyvern's ability to use spells.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
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 Okay.
Wyvern is an ultra disappointment in my eye.
I'm
right
glad
now.
you guys agree. I'm going to go Wyvern then.
All right, go for it.
Oh, God.
Because he's
You're not getting in my head. I'm done with this.
he's
guy.
got
he's
good
white?
stats or something. I don't know.
I know he's gonna
The
cast.
stats.
He's gonna cast Splinter
What?
Blast now.
He's a ranged hero versus a melee hero. He'll win. I don't know.
Dude, this Lycan has 40 health regen.
All right.
I'm going Lycan.
Lycan for sure.
Wyvern. Winter's Curse. So Splinter Blast was not coded to use on heroes, but Winter's Curse, if anything, is definitely coded to be worked on heroes.
I hope he Winter's Curse like a wolf.
Wyvern.
I don't know.
He's gonna Winter's Curse. a
Going
wolf.
Winter Wyvern here.
Again. They're gonna focus
Yeah, they're gonna
on
try
Cold
this.
Embrace. They're like, we gotta bail out one of our friends.
I'm gonna be so mad if these Lycans don't even use the Necro Book.
If these guys use Splinter
I wanted
Blast
to for the
now,
Winter's
I'm
Curse.
gonna be salty.
Wyvern's hoping for those Necro books.
It's the shape.
Oh, it's nighttime now.
Let's go. Come on. Howl your way. Shapeshift your way.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right.
Good
that's
stuff.
fine. That's fine.
Oh, the
Why-
meteor hammers.
No damage. Okay,
There's
okay,
No
that
okay.
damage. No damage.
Okay, okay.
Lycan, wait it out,
All
buddy.
right.
Just wait it out.
There's-
Wyvern is done.
Wait it out.
Wyvern is done.
There we go.
Oh, you guys are
Now,
so
more
turn
good.
it
Winter's
around.
Curses. Stop.
There's 3 more Winter's
Oh,
Curses.
my
There's 3
God.
more of
See
them.
ya.
Kill him.
Oh,
Nah, you're done.
Yeah, you
he's
guys are
killed
done.
one
You
Lycan.
can't handle it.
Did
They
they
did kill
use
one. They
multiple
killed
at the
one.
same time?
They killed one.
All right.
They used 2 out of 5 curses.
All right,
Still
you guys,
no
you guys are done.
splinters.
You guys are done.
Woo!
Okay. Level 25, Refresher Wyvern, I believe. You don't believe in
No,
Wyvern?
no. I don't believe it. The thing is, too, Lycan is going to have way more armor now. He's going to have
Is there?
AC or something. And I don't know.
They're not even. Are the Wyverns even Arctic Burn right clicking or no?
Oh, wait. Lycan 1-2-0. What are we talking about?
No,
we did?
2-0. Yeah, sure, of course.
Oh man. Yeah.
I always get confused.
Sucks
when
for
I
you,
flip-flop.
Wyvern. You're gone. Big
Yeah.
disappointment. We'll see you next year. So Lycan now moves on to face Batrider. So that'll be hype to look forward to in the round of 64.
That one's a tough one, too.
That one is
He
a
has
tough
so
one.
much regen. I think he'll be fine.
Undying was a buy, also in this bracket, but he gets to move on into top 64. I can't wait to see the
Undying sounds fun.
copious amounts of
Oh, yeah.
tombstones.
Decays,
He's
Aghanim's
got to be
Decay.
a good one.
Aghanim's Decay.
he's
There's
gonna be
definitely
great.
Ags on Dota buff for his item builds, I
sure,
feel.
yeah.
Yes.
But our next matchup that we get to watch is the Wind Ranger Tinker matchup. Yeah,
2 spellcasters should be pretty fun.
This one's a tough one to guess.
lasers. I mean,
Yeah.
it's certainly at 15. He's gonna have like Ags.
He should
right?
have an Ag.
He
if
should
he's
have an
good.
So
Ags.
bouncing lasers and marching machines.
Whoa.
Wait, how is this balanced? Why is this one have 4 and one have 1? They're probably balanced in game, I'm sure.
Ratchet's just like, yeah, probably not the case.
I'm assuming it's something about a certain hero not casting abilities properly.
I feel like Laser's pretty good because the spell damage alone from like Power Shot and Shackles is not enough.
You don't think Power?
Are they going to line? They're not going to line up for Power
They're not
Shot,
going to line
right?
up, but it's going to hit at least two or three.
What's level 3 Power Shot damage is pretty good too.
It's
But-
pretty high.
oh man. Yeah.
Okay, but here's another question for you. What are they going to do with that power shot? Are they going to cast it and let it go instantly, or are they going to charge it? I think they're going to charge it similar to the way the Oracle does it, in which case that gives Tinker time to cast spells. I don't know what spells they're going to be, but spells are going off for Tinker regardless.
Lots of rockets right away,
I think I'm going Tinker.
which will wipe out 2 to 3.
This is a very close matchup, I feel.
Yes, the branches.
I actually think this one is like 50-50.
Power Shot does a lot more damage than
It
some of
does a lot
Tinker's
more
nukes. Yeah.
Yeah.
March is pretty. He's got 1 point in March, which is pretty useless.
It only does, what, like 8?
Wind Run,
5
and if they don't die the nukes, you've got Wind Run. So
I think Windrunner.
okay, good because I think Tinker. I'm glad I convinced Steven on Wind Runner.
Good job.
I'm going Windrunner.
Good.
I'm going
Sick, sick,
Windrunner.
sick. You also
I just wanted to
convinced
go
me
Tinker,
that it was
yeah.
Wyvern last
going
time,
Windrunner.
so
He's got
I'm
more
going Windrunner.
branches.
That is true. That's really unfair. Why does he have 4? All right,
Good.
whatever.
You're Wind Runner.
I'm going Windrunner.
they would be at the same HP.
Tinker's got more health, more damage, more armor.
What are you doing, Cap? Cap or
Tinker. That was
We're
the
both
first
Tinker,
one.
Yeah.
Tinker,
I call
Tinker. I also am thinking Wind Ranger on this one, so we're a WR couch over here.
Yeah.
You're the Tinker Tykes. Let's get into level 5 action and see if power shots are gonna blast the hell out of Tinker or
Oh, 5 branches now. Wasn't it 4?
Oh, this.
Oh, we've been deceived.
Oh, they both have 5 branches.
no, that's just
No,
still
wait,
Wind Ranger.
wait,
We have
click
no
on-
idea
how
what
many
Tinker
Tinker you
has.
have?
We have no idea.
Okay.
He could have a Boots of Travel in there for all we know. Here comes trouble.
I think this actually kind of hurts Windrunner just because it's nighttime.
Lasers and rockets.
Okay, expected,
and
expected.
marches.
That's GG.
And she got mowed over.
March.
All right.
Even with Wind Run here, you're not going to win.
Oh my goodness,
That
it
was-
wasn't even close. Ah.
All right,
Alright,
so
well.
the answer to what are they going to do with their power shot is apparently not casted at all.
You know, like you do.
All right. Well, I'm done with these type of heroes. You got
Good.
it. Okay,
We're
so
in his head here.
the thing is,
we talk him down one direction and go the other.
all of these heroes that rely on one ability can never be trusted. You have to go with the ones that have at least 2 or 3 abilities, so you can rule out the fact
That's
that
what
they
we
won't
thought
cast
with Nick's assassin.
one.
And
Oh,
then
that's
Nick's
true.
Nick didn't use any of his abilities.
That's
remember?
That's
he
true.
just used Dick.
Okay.
Steven, now he's got more power shot damage.
No, I'm done. Tinker. This is
More
100
damage for the
This-
ability he doesn't
Tinker
cast.
has Scepter. There's no
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
It's actually impossible.
I think
Tinker.
everyone's going.
You
to
have
Tinker.
Ghost Scepter and you have Laser. Like,
I'm
Focus
yeah,
Fire
Tinker.
doesn't do anything
it's-
here.
This is super
Except
Tinker.
for the fact that lightning ignores Miss Percentage Chance, Steven.
Ain't
Perhaps
happening.
you'd like to take
Tinker.
a walk on the Wind Ranger side
Tinker,
of life.
Tinker.
Dude, I don't think anyone's brave enough.
I do.
If you guys went Windrunner, you have a chance to catch up here.
No.
Because I'm going Tinker.
I did my convince you. I'm not even trying to convince you this time on Wind Ranger. There's no convincing.
I feel like everybody's in on Tinker.
Yep.
Let's see Wind Ranger win.
I was tempted.
I mean, if
I
Windrunner
almost-
We
wins
had
here,
one.
whatever.
We had one. We were all in on Nyx or someone at the start of the
Yes.
day when we were all wrong.
Yeah,
We
we
had
were
a
all
few
wrong.
where we were
Yeah.
all wrong.
Yep. Everybody
Ranger
got Tinker.
Is bad. That's what I meant.
Or Tinker.
Everybody.
They win Wind
everybody
Ranger.
got
I
Tinker.
win Tinker. That was the prediction.
This Wind Ranger rolls
Write that
out
down.
with a power shot.
That's actually like their only win condition. 5 power shots before anything happens.
Yeah.
Oh, from outside
Yeah,
range.
from
Yeah,
outside range.
Yeah.
And it's daytime. Imagine if that happened.
No, I think they could win with just focus firing.
Shackles or focus.
I would
Yeah.
be mad.
If they all
power
focus
shot
fire.
it.
The
somewhat
lasers.
different.
They're just
Holy God!
laser rockets. It's like 5. Every
Wow.
Wind Ranger gets 5 times lasered and then 5 times rocketed. Well, except I guess 1 Wind Ranger.
I think that was the fastest
That
team
was
fight.
a straight up homicide right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the fastest
That was the
for
fastest
sure.
team fight.
That had
Yeah.
to be the fastest.
One
That was
second.
crazy.
okay.
That puts Tinker against Undying in the next round.
Oh,
That's gonna be.
That one's actually
interesting.
very
If you
interesting.
ignore the tombs, I think Tinker can win
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
just bursts. You burst before the decay
You
comes
know
in.
he's getting pipe and hood.
Yeah,
and
it
stuff,
should be
though.
close though.
Soul rips.
That is
I don't
going to be
know.
a good matchup.
All right, next is going to be Drought Ranger versus Razor. I don't know if this is going to be very exciting. But
I feel like Razor's gonna win that.
Probably. He's a nuke, whereas
Assuming
Drow
he
does not
has
have a nuke.
Yeah, assuming he nukes.
And I mean, it's one of those ones where I don't feel like either hero is going to win their next match because they're both like bad single target right clickers.
I
with
think
no
the only way
spells.
Drow Ranger wins is because of Gust.
I don't even think they win because of that.
But you're
Whereas-
versing like you're not even versing a melee hero where it's
Yeah.
more useful in a way.
It's only gonna push him back a little bit.
Do you care about
There's-
silence here? Not really.
They're still gonna trade right clicks. He has 2 more armor.
And the silence doesn't last. Like you're not going to kill them during the silence, so they're still going to get off plasma field.
Yeah.
Plasma does a lot of damage at max range.
Yeah. And you know they're not gonna be close.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, Razor's
With that said, you
great.
want to go for Drow Rangers?
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for Razor.
Yeah,
Razor,
Razor.
Razor.
Yeah.
Razor.
I mean,
But maybe they go for like static link instead
Maybe
of
it's-
casting their
I
spells.
mean, even if they did
they
that,
get
that's still a
pushed
win.
away.
Yes.
Ah!
I think any of the Razor options are going to win. If you
Are
run
gonna
into
win.
you static link, you win. If you just right click without static linking plasma field, you win. If
But what if
Is
you
that
get
cat your
Gust
Drow, though?
pushed back
And not to mention if you run into unstable
Wild
current.
static
and the link breaks as a result?
and then you use your plasma field, I guess. I don't know. Drow's
do
damage
silence.
pre-level 6 is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
It's going to tickle.
And it doesn't push back very far
Yeah.
at this range.
here comes
Please, plasma.
nukes.
Please.
Plasma's
yes.
right away, of course, before the
Ooh,
silence.
that was a really good push. I think they
And
dodged some of
now
it.
they right click and do it again.
Rawr!
Easy.
All right.
Easy, easy, easy.
Who's
For Razor.
SFT?
Scary
Faces?
team,
I don't remember.
maybe.
All right. Can things change for the better for Drow Ranger in second round, level 15? She's got Hurricane Pike. She's got Shadow Blade. And
Yeah, Razor.
Has
Yeah.
ulti. The ulti won't get broken because you're versing a ranged hero, but
But they might
Razor.
cast
they'll cast plasma field again.
the Razors might cast their ultimate instead of plasma field
Yeah, and then run in
and
or
then
something.
get silenced.
Yeah.
I think it's-
Razor,
I think it's still
if you
Razor.
get 5 plasmas off, the Drow's health is sub 1400. That's just KO'd.
Yeah.
And you should survive the silence to get off those plasma
And
fields.
you've got 2,000 HP on
Yep.
Razor.
22 armor too, actually. Razor's fine.
Yeah.
Spell damage will prevail.
But you have 30 armor on Drow Ranger, which is more than 20.
Razor.
Might want to
true.
make note of that, Steven. But
got a
we're
bit
gonna
more.
go.
You guys
We're
are
gonna
done
go
for.
Razor over here if you'd like to.
Alright, going
increase your
Razor.
lead.
Yep, I'm feeling pretty good about Razor too. I can only try to back that other hero so many times. I don't want to be down in the pits for my prediction.
Nah,
Sorry, Drow. You go down there by yourself. So, Razor.
At least
For
we're
the win.
all pretty good above 50%.
Yeah, we're set
So
like
we're
70
above
to
the
80.
coin flip.
Razor for a 2-0 if he manages to take
Yep.
this round. Let's see if he can do it.
There's only a couple more matches left. I can actually just guess what you guys guess the rest
Oh,
of the
we've
way.
got several more days left though.
Yeah.
Many more days.
You're not going to be able to keep that forever, Steve.
Of course I can.
We're just
Alright.
gonna make you go first too.
Let's see Drow do
Look at all the
the
magic wands.
Silver Edge toggle.
All right, they're
quick
gonna
damage.
they're gonna plasma first thing. I'm pretty sure.
That seems to be
Oh,
the
they
way.
both. Oh, they're actually not doing
Yeah,
that
they
bad.
cast some ultis.
There's the second plasma.
Oh,
More
Oh.
plasma?
Oh,
she's fighting.
oh.
Drow.
She's fighting. She's
Oh.
got it. Oh no.
No, this yeah.
Oh my.
Oh.
I told you it was 10 more armor, Steven. You should have listened to me.
That 10 armor
Okay,
probably made the difference.
it actually.
We were all wrong.
That Gus was actually very good. That was a very
Yeah,
good
It
Gus.
stopped the insta plasmas and
He like the first one plasma field, and then the other ones casted their ultimates instead.
Yeah, something like that.
and just kind of
The
stood
one
there,
on the
yeah.
bottom did nothing.
Yeah, there was only like 3 plasmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one on the bottom got a
Well,
plasma off
Razor,
eventually.
you really
but
let us down on that one.
He's got level 20. Now he's got plus 10 armor though, so it's more even on armor. Shiva's guard.
This Drow does so much damage.
Drow Ranger.
She's like a cannon, dude.
I think I go Drow.
Oh no, there's a Mask of Madness though. It's not too
If
bad.
there's anything
here.
I've learned, Shiva is like top
Godly.
tier item.
Yeah.
Top tier
Yeah.
item here.
Yeah, I think if they use Shiva's plus the plasma field, that's a lot of damage. Attack speed, plus 100 attack speed, plus 10 armor.
All right, you guys first.
No.
What? Hello? Excuse me?
I'm doing Razor. I will
Prediction
confidently say.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna do Razor
I
first.
already said that I was going Drow Ranger.
Yeah.
Because 500 damage a hit.
And you're not getting close enough
That's
to break
pretty
the
crazy.
marksmanship too.
That is very crazy.
Against
Trying
50
to play-
armor.
Trying to play with me here, huh?
Yeah. You don't
Oh,
care
she's a
about that armor though,
butterfly,
and you've got
too.
this Shivers plus Plasma Field as much.
Oh,
Oh,
last game of the day.
This is actually the last game. Oh wow.
Wow.
Game
Wait,
pass,
I
I'm
might jump
still
ship.
ahead. It
I might
doesn't-
jump ship back to Drow now.
I don't think it really matters. All right, whatever. I'm going
Because
Razor.
she'll
going
survive.
Razor.
I'll go draw.
I'm going
Sold on the 500 damage. Razor has sub 200 damage.
Whatever.
I'm gonna go back to Drow. I am
Yeah.
flip flopping.
I'm
I'm flip flopping.
You're a flip flopping
I'm
machine.
I'm
over
a-
there.
flip flopping
I'm a
in the
gambler.
summer of California, baby.
You're a gambler.
Flip flopping.
It's close though. Like Razor's talents are better. Razor has Shiver's Guard, which has been pretty godly. Like I think this is free 50-50.
I mean, he can easily do 2,000 damage.
Are you sure
AoE.
Razor's talents are better? I mean, this Drow does 500
Static
damage.
link damage
That's
steal
true.
doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah, I mean like that level 20 and level 25 are like
Yeah.
pretty godly talents for
It's okay.
this
I'll,
matchup.
I'll end the day on a draw. I'll go with
Yep.
Razor.
I'm Drow. You guys are Drow.
Drow.
All right.
Drow.
Drow.
Only Razor. All right, let's do it. Last one of the day. Who's taking it home? Who's moving on into the next round?
I didn't take into account butterfly evasion, huh?
I did. That's why I flip flop, Steven. That's why I flip flop exactly.
Okay.
I looked at all the stats,
All right,
Steven.
this one I
That
kinda, I
was
might
the
have
flip
messed up.
flop there.
All right.
Oh my, disgust.
okay.
The range, the Drow cannon. Oh, get the
Hey,
hell out of
Steven.
here.
This is
Steven, you thought I was trying to lead you astray?
we're in his
I
head.
was trying to lead you
Damn.
down the right path, Steven.
Look. We gotta keep
You
it
didn't
close.
want to listen,
We
though.
gotta keep it close. We gotta keep it close.
That was unmerciful. That was
That- I mean, that
straight
wasn't-
up
That wasn't
Now we
even
won't
close.
know what to expect for tomorrow.
shooting
Yes.
execution.
We've mind gamed him, and then we've anti-mind gamed him. We told him which one was gonna win, and then he doesn't listen because he thinks he's getting mind gamed.
Yep.
Steven's in shambles.
No, we're good.
ruined.
I like to see the stats. What are the stats? I should be leading.
I want to
think
see
it's
how
pretty
we're
close to
leading,
the top.
and
I
then
should be leading by 1, I think.
I don't know if it's updated
look at
live.
this guy,
I want to
keeping
see the
track of the
standings
numbers.
of the public as well. I'm very curious to see who has the most
Yeah.
points for the public as well. That'd
We
be
may have to
pretty
wait,
crazy.
for it to update.
We'll
But
probably have to take some time to update. Again, for whatever reason, if you guys haven't been following along, fantasy.bts.gg is the website. You can check the whole bracket, matches that are coming up, and of course, make your own predictions and try to be at the top of the leaderboards there.
so the guy who was leading is no longer leading on the leaderboards. He may not have done these predictions for these ones.
He
but
probably was a Wyvern
I don't
believer.
know.
Totally
He's down
le-
at 23 points, whereas first place is 27 points.
Oh yeah, look
Damn.
at that.
Canned
27.
Llama.
Can Llama. Shout outs to a
0.02%.
successful streak of predictions so far.
We're tied.
Who are we tied?
Well, all 3 of us are tied.
Oh shit.
What have I done?
Dun dun dun.
The
How
mind
far am I
games
trying
have
to
paid
Okay,
off.
so
No.
wait. So in comparison to, our predictions are just different, right? Because they're predicting on the match overall.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is only
We're-
for today.
We're predicting.
Yeah, they're
on
predicting
individual.
on the match.
I wonder how we would be doing. I didn't put in my predictions
I didn't
for.
I
I
did. I don't remember
did.
though.
I didn't do it for like the first couple days though, so I'm like already playing catch up. in a
And
way.
I'm regretting it now because
Yeah.
I should have been on the leaderboard. But don't be like me. Be sure to sign up.
There you go.
Get your predictions in so you can play along.
As we get ready to scope out the matches to come tomorrow, what was your favorite match today, guys? What was your favorite match? Any memorable moments? I think
There's
like
definitely a lot.
the Quap Knicks, I think, is definitely one of the more exciting surprises for us. We were expecting Knicks to, maybe carapace and fight back, but no, Quap just blew them all away with one big ultimate.
Doom Death Bravo, that round 1 was pretty hype.
Route 2 was actually very good. fun,
Yeah.
too.
That was like a good close series. I don't even remember who won.
My favorite was the one that we mind game Steven. I actually don't know what the matchup was.
I really
literally
forgot
don't
to.
remember the
I actually
heroes at
forgot.
all.
It's the Bat
Take your pick.
Oh, the Bat Rider. Oh, the Bat Rider.
Bat Rider Phantom Monster. That was my
That was a
favorite
very
one.
memorable one.
That was my favorite one of the day.
That one was very good.
I like the Lycan round 1 where you guys all went Wyvern. I just went Lycan because fucking
Wyvern let me
that
down
was-
so
that was
bad.
good
No
too.
split shot. And Witch Doctor also? I mean, what the hell, guys?
Yeah.
Which Doctor won?
That was not even fair.
My least favorite was Ursa, who he just disappointed.
I really like that. I really like that one. That Tusk was just styling. It was
He had the full
Underdomed.
circle of ice shards. That was very impressive. Yep.
it was so satisfying just hearing the Walrus punch and kicks like over and over
Yeah.
again. That was some good
Yeah,
stuff.
the level 25 one was really good for that.
All right.
Good day at Bot TI.
All right, so tomorrow's matchups you can see there on the right side of the screen. We're going to be opening tomorrow with Faceless Void versus Shadow Fiend. And The winner of that is going to be facing off against that Drow Ranger we just witnessed. After that, Invoker versus Techies is our second matchup. That's kind of crazy. Slark Timbersaw, Skywrath Mage Huskar, Troll Weaver, Luna Chen. More neutral creep action there. Meepo! Oh, lordy. That is going to be crazy.
Sounds just getting bodied there.
Oh, Warlock, who I believe you said was going to be a top 16
very
candidate,
top
Steven.
How is Skywrath Huskar fair?
You think Huskar's gonna crush because of the magic resistance?
It's level 5. It's kind of up in the air. But oh, sorry about that.
Any
Yeah,
other
there-
hype matchups you see and you're anticipating?
My boy Pangolier is faced up against one of his greatest allies, an Ancient Apparition.
Pango's a new hero. The bots know how to play new heroes.
Oh no.
That's true. They might not actually do anything.
Dude, it would
Can
be
they use
so
ulti?
OP if
I
they
feel
could
like-
cast their ultimate.
The newer heroes are going to have advantage because they're going to have the freshest bot code or something like that. Like, oh, we learned all this stuff from all the other
yeah.
heroes. We're going to inject all of the slick skills onto these new heroes. I think I'm always going to bank on the new heroes.
Yeah, that's true.
While other heroes are like, yeah, we still have to code how he uses Death Ward.
For me, it doesn't even matter. Like Pango, I think is just going to be one of those OP heroes.
Yeah.
Shield crash, hitting all 5 units.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Huge amounts of damage.
I'm actually really curious how if they're just going to ult and then what the fuck they're going to do rolling around as AI.
Yeah.
Like, what are they going to aim
Nothing.
for?
What do you bounce off of? There's no
yeah,
cliffs or anything.
I don't know. That's going to be wild. Very exciting. I'm looking forward to it already. Just theory crafting about it. I'm sure you guys are feeling the same. We will wrap things up for now and see you back tomorrow.